might be able to stay home, brother.
This is the Parley, a place where guests are required to put their money where their mouth is, where we double down on the discourse and conversation. That's the only currency accepted. Proudly presented by the Nefarious Media Network.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Parley, the place where conversation is the only currency accepted. The first episode of the Parley in 2026. So if nobody's told you yet, and if they haven't, then you don't have good friends and people around you. But Happy New Year! This is a special day, of course, not only because we are hanging out with y'all for a little bit this afternoon, this evening, but it is MLK Day, a day of service, a day of remembrance, a day of learning and educating yourself in order to better yourself, better your community, hopefully better this country and better this world. But it is also the 1-year anniversary of the Nefarious Media Network. It's our birthday. We are officially 1 year old as of today. So shout out to everybody that's been along for the ride in the first year of Nefarious. And one of those people who has been along for the ride since day one of Nefarious is one of the greatest producers in the game today. Some people call him the Caitlin Clark of podcast production, aka Caitlin Dark. Y'all give it up for Two-Way Ray Williams.
Hey, now what's going on, brother Nate? Always a pleasure to be with you. And I know I said this to you yesterday if you guys were tuning in to the NWA podcast presented by Post Wrestling, but I'll go ahead and say it over here at Nefarious. Happy New Year, brother, and happy 1 year anniversary. It's been a pleasure to serve you guys, and I hope for more success as we continue to work through it.
Okay, Ray. I see you, brother. You had a good Martin Luther King Day today, sir?
Yes, I did. As I did mention on the aforementioned NWA podcast, if you guys were able to get out and serve your communities, then good on you. I was able to go ahead and help out. We were setting up some bags and some toiletries for a senior citizen living home in the area. So I did that a little earlier this morning, and I came home and took a nap. So
okay.
all good.
All right. Well, see, the thing about taking a nap, Ray, is it's good because, you know, not only do you refresh your body, you get the much needed rest, but you can also dream, and that can nourish your mind and your spirit and your soul. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, folks. But we have a couple more people to bring to the stage. This next person, Ray, I'm not going to say anything bad. This is the day of unity. This is the day of coming together. So let's just bring out somebody who we haven't seen around these parts in a little minute. But it's always a good time when she shows up. She is one of the hosts for the Avengers Initiative, which you can find here at the Nefarious Media Network, and check out the Patreon if you missed any of the episodes from last year or the previous years. But it's always good to have her around. Y'all give it up for Jennifer Smith. Jenny?
Nate Milton. Now, what would you say that's bad?
Well, see, here's the thing. I was going to go into a whole prodigal daughter bit and like, Ray, who is this woman? I don't recognize this person. Like a whole thing there.
I deserve that.
Oh, it's been too long, my friend.
It has, but I'm so excited to be here. Happy birthday. I didn't
Yes.
realize 1 year. I can't believe it.
Yes. Happy
That's
birthday
awesome.
to us.
So very excited to be here with you guys.
Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun today. I'm glad Jenny was able to make time in her busy schedule to hang out with us. But we've got one more person, unless somebody else shows up later, but one more person who is here. Y'all saw him last night on the aforementioned NWA podcast over at Post Wrestling. He's like our jingle, Ray. We talked last night about how the Saudi jingle can make anything that's negative and bad. It leaves you with a smile, Jenny. I don't know if you've seen those commercials during Raw, like the Royal Rumble in Saudi. And I'm like, I don't give a damn. I'm not going. I'm not supporting this regime and the atrocities they commit on their own people. And then the commercial ends with the little Riyadh season jingle. And I'm like,
it's a little bit of a bop.
Trip. A little bit of a bop. A little bit of an earworm. And Jay Lacey is our emotional bop. He's our emotional earworm. I got caught in the air there, right? But let's give it up for the holder of the Shula Fowler, the leader of the mid-card mafia, upper mid-card, Jay Lacey.
What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Glad to be here, and happy 1 year anniversary to Nefarious, man.
Yes, we did it. This is the final episode on the Nefarious Media Network. We made it to a year, and we called it good. But no, we appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us for the past year. And if you want to continue to support us, there are a couple different ways because we are still on the drive for 500 YouTube subscribers, which gets us halfway to monetization, and 500 Patreon subscribers, which will allow us additional income to do some things here at the network, hire an additional producer to help Ray out, bring more people onto the network and just do this thing in the way that we would like to, because we got something going on here. So if you want to support us, man, head over to the Patreon. $3 gets you in the door at the Patreon. And if you're already signed up for the Patreon, share the show with your friends. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube and all the socials, and let people know what we got going on here at Nefarious Media. But there's a lot we can talk about, folks, this week on the Parlay. I mentioned we're going to have a discussion in a little bit about dreams, but I think I would be remiss, Jay and Ray and Jenny, if I did not address the terrible thing that happened this past weekend. A lot of times people make choices, Ray, and think the choices only affect them, but choices have ramifications, choices have ripples, and this past weekend we saw something that is unconscionable, Jay. I think that's the word I would use for it. We saw something that made me lose faith in humanity. We saw the Atlanta Falcons hire Kevin Damn Stefanski as the head coach. This man was 8-28, 8 wins. 28 losses, Ray Williams. He gets a head coaching job for the Atlanta Falcons with Bijan and them. Why?
Yeah, I was thinking when you mentioned that last night, I was like, that happened? and you guys know how petty I am with my sports teams. I'm a Washington sports fan through and through, for better or for worse. And you guys definitely know my hatred for the one Dallas/Arlington Cowboys. When you mentioned that and your team getting Kevin Stefanski, I was like, I wouldn't even wish that on the Cowboys. I was like, even there's a line. I got scruples now. I wouldn't even do that to them. Yeah,
not only did this mess up my whole weekend, Jenny, this messed up my whole football season for next year going forward.
It did for a lot of people.
I don't have anything to look forward to.
I went to a Falcons game this year. We lost horribly to the Seahawks. But it was very fun. And look, say what you will, but my guy, I like me some Mike McDaniel. So I was kind of hoping for him.
Me, Jenny, me too. Pull it out, Ray. Pull it out. Don't let it go ISO. Objectocito, cuz. I don't want to go ISO. I want me and Jenna to be on the screen because we here. We here. Because my thing is, Kevin Stefanski is a good offensive coordinator who is a bad head coach. And Mike McDaniel is a good offensive coordinator who was a decent head coach, but then ended up being a bad head coach because Miami's trash. And so I'm like, if you want to, because I like Raheem Morris, but I think Raheem Morris is a defensive coordinator, not a head coach. There's a difference. And so my wish list, Jenny, if he didn't already say he was taking a year off, I wanted Mike Tomlin to be the head coach for the Falcons.
Oh, okay, yeah, I would have been on board.
Now, second choice is like if you're gonna get one of these guys who like failed and then didn't do well at their last stop, I'd rather have Mike McDaniel because I think he's a better offensive coach than Stefanski because he had Tua. This man Tua's brains are like scrambled eggs. Jay Lacey from all these concussions. He had Tua looking like a Pro Bowler for a little bit out there in Miami. So I was like, at least if he comes to Atlanta, he can fix Michael Penix. He can get more usage out of Bijan, and we can at least be fun. I'd rather be fun and lose, Jenny, than lose and be boring.
I mean, all Atlanta had to do was wait because Sean McDermott's on the market now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like y'all went to scoop up Kevin Stefanski and was like, hey, we got ours. Only to have my man from the Bills get, thrown out the office. And man, and speaking of Mike Tomlin.
Yes, let's talk about your man, Mike Tomlin.
As a Steeler fan, diehard Steeler fan, that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. I mean, because everybody, like the fan base was being like, hey, we need to fire Tomlin. Who are you going to get better than Mike Tomlin?
Exactly.
I'll wait. I mean, they had Dallas Cowboys had the same argument about Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. We need to get rid of him. Okay, name another quarterback that will go to Dallas. I'll wait. You won't find one. So now we got all the coaches, the coaching staff, all is going to get let go in Pittsburgh now. So it's like, y'all pray for this, and this is what's going to happen. So here we go.
So this whole Stefanski thing, I've never told this story before, but statute of limitations is up on this. The Kevin Stefanski situation is what happens, Ray, when you make permanent decisions, or at least as permanent as a head coaching job can be, based off of temporary emotions. And to illustrate that, let's go back to young Nate getting ready to go to the prom, right? So there were a couple people I was interested in asking out to the prom, Jennifer Smith. But there was like one person that I don't know if Sean McDermott is who I want to analogize this girl to. It feels like disrespectful to the girl. But let's say in this analogy, she's Mike Tomlin. She's who I really wanted the whole time to go to the prom with. And things just wasn't like the timing wasn't there, Jenny. And so about 3 weeks before the prom, I'm like, you know what? This ain't going to happen. Discretion is the better part of valor. You got to go to the backup plan. And I asked this other girl, let's call her Kevin Stefanski. I asked this other girl to go to the prom. So she's like, yes, I'd love to go to the prom with you. I'm like, okay, cool. We go to the prom, da-da-da-da. A week before the prom, Mike Tomlin and her situation changes, Ray. And now Mike Tomlin is available in a way that Mike Tomlin wasn't available before.
Oh, no.
And so now I'm like, well, damn. I didn't already ask Kevin Stefanski to the prom. Kevin Stefanski didn't got a dress. Kevin Stefanski's daddy done rented a limo. Kevin Stefanski's mama is so excited and wants to take all these pictures. And I'm like, but damn, is it too late to talk to Coach Tomlin? And here's the thing. Because, I believe, much like the Atlanta Falcons are going to learn, Jenny, if you make a decision, you need to stand on that decision for good or for bad. And I was like, you know what? I'd already asked Coach Stefanski to the dance. Coach Stefanski said yes. I guess I'm going to go to the dance with Coach Stefanski. So I go to the prom with Coach Stefanski. Mike Tomlin is there at the prom. And it's just like, I had fun with Coach Stefanski. But it was like an 8-8 fun. It was like 8 wins, 8 losses of fun. It wasn't a championship season worth of fun, Jenny. And then here's the thing. Like, we vibed to a certain extent, but not to a certain extent where I'm trying to extend this evening. Coach Stefanski, like, you want to come to the crib, you want to go to the hotel, they're having a hotel party over there, you want to hang out? I'm like, nah, I'm good, Kevin. This was a lovely evening, Kevin. This was a lovely evening. I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Wow.
That was the tale of Nate and Kevin Stefanski, and I believe the Falcons are gonna be in the same situation because this man will not lead you to a championship. You don't want to go to the hotel with Kevin Stefanski. You don't want to go to the after party with Kevin Stefanski.
Not with the two-time coach of the year, Kevin Stefanski.
That is the biggest fabrication because the only reason he got coach of the year twice is because he took on a bad team, made him good, and then was bad for like 2 more years, and then got good again. You don't get credit. You don't get credit for regressing and then progressing.
Oh, that's funny. When I heard that, I didn't even know that was a stat. I was like, did he?
I'm so disgusted. I'm like, he's already ruined my NFL season next year, Jennifer Smith.
Now look, just give him a little bit of grace. Come on. You had a good time. You had a good time with them.
We did have a good time. We did have a good time.
Now he was ready for more. You're the one who said no. So that's kind of on you.
Again, I've already made one mistake. I don't want to compound the mistake with another mistake, Jenny.
I'm just saying.
We don't want to bring little Stefanskis into the picture because that whole thing is convoluted and messy.
Or future draft picks.
Yes. We got all these future draft picks running around, and I didn't even want them.
Right.
Now I got to take care of these draft picks.
It's just
with another edge rusher.
I got another nickel cornerback. I don't need another nickel cornerback in my life. Out of here, Jesse Bates. I do like Jesse Bates, though. Jesse Bates is a good player. But yes, did you have fun at the game, Jenny?
Yeah, I mean, the stadium is beautiful and amazing.
And the food is affordable.
The food, everything was so cheap. I was so shocked. I could not believe it. But overall, it was kind of boring. The year before, we went to a Saints game in New Orleans, and that's a party. The whole dome is a party. So I was like, this stadium is beautiful. I'm loving it, but it really does not measure up to what we do in New Orleans at those football games. Because we lost that game bad, but it was still so fucking fun that I didn't care.
Look at that. Look, all of us have nothing to look forward to next season. Ray, your damn Commanders ain't doing nothing. Don't smile over. Don't sit in that corner and smirk.
Don't be hating over here. Once our boy Jalen gets himself together, he gets himself healthy. We'll be
Ray,
right.
Let me tell you from experience, Dan Quinn ain't gonna take you but so far.
I mean, well, it was a Super Bowl so far, so
yeah. How did that end up, Ray?
Didn't get that far.
How did that end up, Ray? I don't believe in conspiracies, but I believe that Falcons Patriots Super Bowl was rigged.
Blame your defense. Blame your defense.
I blame
they couldn't hold a 25-point lead.
I blame America. That's a story for another day. But anyway, enough about you, Kevin Stefanski. Get out of here. Let's move to a happier topic. So one thing that I was watching the other day, Jay and Jenny and Ray, was a YouTube video talking about your man's John Cena and like some of the charitable work he does and things of that nature. And it got me to thinking, like, we can have our thoughts about this last run for Big Match John and how we feel as viewers that it turned out. But it got me to thinking, like, who else kind of deserves the flowers, the farewell tour? Like, if you could give anybody, like, and it doesn't just have to be centered around wrestling, but anything, like if you could give anybody their flowers for like a farewell tour, like this person has been good for a long time, who would you give that farewell tour to? And let's go with Ray Williams. Ray, who are you giving a farewell tour to?
You just dump it right on me at the beginning.
Of course I did.
Of course.
You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready, Ray.
So when we're talking about wrestling, obviously, and I think they're probably going to start doing this anyway, is with AJ Styles. He's been a tremendous performer. Not with his views about the actual shape of the globe, notwithstanding. But he's been a tremendous performer for the last 25 years. He's just been amazing wherever he's been, whether it's been him initially starting out in NWA Wildside and WCW, and then pretty much building up TNA from the ground up, and then finally ended up in WWE in 2014. So he's been an amazing professional wrestler, and he's been like evolving throughout his career. So definitely AJ Styles. If I think about anyone else, I mean, of course, I'm gonna put Macklemore up there.
Come on,
I'm playing.
Oh no!
Shout out to Chris. I don't know if
would you be the only person at the Macklemore farewell concert?
Nah, him and Ryan Lewis will be there.
I don't know. They broke up, so I don't
they
know.
did.
Oh,
I think so.
I don't even know that.
His second,
So I guess
his
he would be.
second album didn't have Ryan Lewis on it, so I was like, no, I don't know if they got rocky times, if they went through some challenges together. But for real though, I don't know if I could think anybody offhand. I mean, there's so many people like in every different medium, whether it be entertainment or even like outside of it. I think we would probably. Oh well, I guess. I mean, like I said, I could name a whole bunch of people as far as like. Well, you know what? Let me go ahead with this one, and I know she's starting to get her flower. Well, she's been getting her flowers before, but now people are all of a sudden with her. And I'm talking about a particular U.S. representative from the 30th District of Texas, who, when she, as a representative, she's fighting a good fight, and she's trying to hold truth to power, and everybody's giving her all this praise. But then now, with her announcing that she's running for a U.S. Senate seat, now all of a sudden, people are saying, oh, don't waste your money on her. Oh, she's already defined. Oh, people don't hate her. Or people already hate her. 40% of they already hate her or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and give my flowers to U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett. You go, girl. If I was in Texas, I vote for you. She's continuing to fight. She's continuing to be one of the few Democrats right now who's actually taking it back to MAGA and actually like not saying no for an answer, continuing to hold them to account in every single meeting that they have on the floor, on the Congress floor. So shout out to you, Jasmine Crockett.
Okay, so AJ Styles, Jasmine Crockett, and Macklemore. I see the vision. I see the vision, Ray. Jenny, who needs some flowers?
Oddly enough, the first person that came to my mind was Kathleen Kennedy. Who is leaving as the head of Disney / Star Wars. And I think it's pretty controversial because a lot of people, they don't like the ladies on board and the boss of especially something like Star Wars. But I mean, she has a very long tenure at understanding Star Wars and being at the helm of it. her relationships in the business, the way that she's handled it. I think that she's done an amazing job.
Okay.
I know that some of Star Wars is very hit or miss with people, but that doesn't bring her down in my eyes. That means she persevered for, what was it, 15 years. They're a very difficult job full of neckbeards who hate women. And I don't know. I just feel like looking back, she might have more kind of respect put on her name. Looking back, as opposed to all these years where I felt like she had to fight to really be respected. And I might also give it to a favorite of mine, because he recently
I got some good news, but I'll tell you later.
Okay. He recently re-signed with the E, but I think that indie promotion Matt Cardona deserves flowers. Okay, I know I get it, but when I was in my era of being heavy into indies, he was amazing. Like, he was across everything. He was lighting up every stage he was on. Bringing all his attitude and his sass. I caught one of his cups at a show one time. The cups that had been in his actual pants. So that was a highlight.
Game used.
Wrestling fandom. It was. And then I went to another show and I met him again. And I said, I'm the one who caught your cup at the last show. So anyway, I don't know how I feel about him returning to WWE, honestly, but I am also, I guess, proud of him, because you kind of have to be when somebody levels up and you like them. But his indie run will always be, I think, probably my favorite stuff of his. Okay. He really lit it up.
Yeah, and he made himself desirable again to a company that didn't want him the first time.
I would agree.
There's something to be said for that. I'll piggyback off of Jenny's answer and stick with wrestling for my first person that deserves their flowers. And this person, man, this person makes me so mad, not because of anything that they've done, but because of what the company that he is employed for has done to him. And of course, we talking about one Kofi Kingston, man. Kofi Kingston, man, come on, this dude, like, Kofi Mania is still in my top 3 wrestling moments of all time as a fan. That weekend, man, just the buzz around it. And even in the match, when everything says Kofi should win that match against Daniel Bryan Danielson, there's still a part of me, Jay, that's like, he ain't gonna win it, man. We've seen this script before. I'm old enough to remember Booker T and Triple H out there in Seattle. They ain't gonna pull the trigger. And then it happened. And we could talk about the actual reign, because there's a lot to unpack there, particularly how we lost the title. It was stupid. It was dumb. It was disrespectful. But a guy that was always just kind of there and was always putting in work, and you could see how talented he was, and just found the moment, found the opportunity. You know, it's like that Cat Williams joke. Like, every real person is just waiting for that one opportunity to show a motherfucker, and that's what Kofi did. And what they did with them after that, we're not going to talk about. But Kofi Kingston deserves his flowers. Another person, Jay Lacey, that deserves their flowers is somebody who I would kind of place along the lines of a Jasmine Crockett. Not that they're a politician, but in the way that I think they have the ability to reach people, the ability to kind of inspire people. But I don't know if they get the credit for it. And that would be somebody that like I always enjoy watching on my TV screen. And I don't know much about this person before they got on TV. And you can bring me out for this one because I want to see Jay Lacey's reaction when I bring this person's name up. Because he thinks I'm going to say Stephen A. Smith, but why would I say Stephen A. Smith in a position like this? I'm going to say somebody that, to me, should have had a better career in media, and because of his relationship with Stephen A., I think that's one of the reasons that he didn't. Because I think Stephen A. kind of blacklisted him, which is ironic given the two men's racial makeup. I think this dude has been one of the smartest people in sports for years. He's somebody that's empathetic. He's somebody that can see beyond the box scores and talk about these real people. And that's Max Kellerman, man.
Mm.
I love Max Kellerman. Like, Max Kellerman, to me, is on my Mount Rushmore of sports personalities, like people that talk about sports. Somebody that I followed from the USA boxing days. And he's got a podcast now with Rich Paul. That's interesting because Rich Paul is starting beef and drama with people now.
Yeah.
And Max is there, and Max is not instigating, but he's also not stopping the instigation either. He's just like, so tell me more about that, Rich. I'm like, Max, you know what you're doing, Max Kellerman. But Max Kellerman is somebody that I feel like ESPN kind of went through this weird transition where at one point they were like, yes, let's have all these young voices, these fresh voices, these diverse voices. And then they got some backlash and they were like, we're not doing that again. Like Michael Smith and Jamel Hill, you need to leave.
Yeah.
Amani Jones, you are no longer welcome here. But it all ended up well for those people, and it ended up well for Max Kellerman. That's why Max Kellerman is getting his flowers from me. Jay Lacey, who you giving flowers to, man?
Well, I've got a couple of honorable mentions. Number one, Mauro Ronaldo.
Oh,
yeah,
he is like one of my favorite commentators of all times. I don't care if it's mixed martial arts, I don't care if it's boxing, pro wrestling, whatever. This dude, that's like one of my like dreams to just have a conversation with him, man. So I'm getting that out there on the Nefarious Network on MLK Day. That's gonna happen.
Make it happen, Ray.
I actually got a story, but I got a story related to Mauro Ronaldo. I'll let you finish.
All right. Another person I'm gonna give an honorable mention to before I give out my two is y'all gonna hate this, The Miz.
Chris just showed up. Chris is about to leave.
No, I'm not gonna leave. I'm not giving Miz any flowers, but I ain't leaving.
I'll be short. The reason I'm giving an honorable mention is because this dude was not supposed to have the career he's had. I mean, he's been like in the game for almost 25 years himself. He wasn't supposed to win the WWE championship. And he's very like topical. He's always doing everything that the company wants him to do. He reps the company almost to his detriment. He says yes to everything, right?
Yeah.
And he still has a job in 2026. I mean, he's still doing his thing. So shout out to him for that. I think a lot more people should, put once he's gone, they're gonna put like a retrospective on him. And it's like, okay, I should have appreciated him a little bit more. So that's what I'm saying. Give him his, honorable mention right now. But for one, the person that needs to have their flowers on a retirement tour, LeBron James. I think that, whether this is his last year or not, I mean, this dude, I don't care if people are saying he's better than Jordan, which he's not. He is a great basketball player. I mean, hands down, that's not disputed. For someone in their 40s still doing what they're doing to a high level, you got to respect that. He's been doing it at a high level since, he's been in the league, they said, more years as an adult, more than half of his life he's been in the NBA. That's incredible. He actually birthed a child that plays on the same team as him.
He did not birth the child.
To be fair, he didn't birth the child. That was Savannah.
He's not that good.
You're right. Okay, madam. Okay. My bad.
He helped though. He gave the assist.
Right. So so
he looks out.
Again, I think a lot of people are going to look back at his career. I mean, top 5 in assists, top 5 in number 1 in points, and his stats is incredible. So he does deserve his flowers. And the next person, and Nate stole my thunder on this one, is Jamel Hill. I think she's an incredible reporter. She's an incredible writer. I actually bumped into her and Michael Smith one time in LA randomly, and I just like fanboyed out. I'm like, yo, you're Jamel Hill. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, you're Michael Smith. And they took the time to take a picture with me, and they were very gracious. And and I've been following her career for a long time, and she's an awesome, incredible person, well thought, and just wish her the best. And I think she needs to have not only her bouquet, but every day she should have her flowers. So that's all.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Before we go to Chris, what's your moral story, Ray?
Yeah, so I actually have friends who run an MMA podcast called MMAjunkie.com, and it was back like 10, almost 15 years ago, like around 2011 or so. Well, I used to call in pretty frequently, but I was just still getting used to kind of asking questions to people. And Mauro Ranallo was one of the guests. And this was when he was still at like Strike Force and helping out with Strike Force and stuff. So like I get on there and I tell him I'm Raymondo from Maryland. That's my first name, Raymondo from Maryland. And when I asked him my question, he was like, well, Redondo, this is how, and then it just stuck.
My favorite beach.
And like, and then everybody from the MMA junkie, like all the listeners call me Redondo. Like some of them don't even know my real name. But I was like, hey, when you get a nickname, it sticks now. So, especially like if anybody gives you a name, especially if you get it from Mauro, like I'm sticking with it. Matter of fact, I might change my name legally to Redondo just because. So that's just a quick Mauro's.
Right. Redondo Williams.
Yeah, and Mauro's from LA, or not from LA, but he lives in LA, so
I was thinking about the beach.
Yeah, I could think. Yeah, his mind was on the beach. Yeah.
Like, you know what? I met a dude named Redondo one time.
So Chris Ely, the professor, the mayor pro tem of Los Angeles, California, Substack's hottest writer, has joined us for this edition of the Parlay. Chris, right now we're talking about people who deserve their flowers. Like if you got one or two people that you feel have been doing good work for a minute, besides the Miz, that you would like to give flowers to, who comes to mind?
I mean, like, look, the Miz is everything I hate about white mediocrity, but that's another conversation for another day. I do not see a black man the level of the Miz doing that in WWE ever. But that's neither here nor there. I kind of want to, because I've been doing a lot of writing lately. Today the reason why I'm late on here is because I was writing an article on MLK Day, but I wanted to take it from a different angle, you know. So my angle on this article that should be out, I'm trying to get it out before midnight, or not before midnight, before 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is midnight y'all's time. But I want to in this article I want to talk about how people think neutrality is like a good stance on things, or it's or it's not taking a side when it actually is taking a side, you know, because what you're doing is you're saying that in most cases, the actual righteous side is not that important, you know. So I wanted to give Jamel Hill is definitely someone that's at the top of my list. And the reason why is because I think she understands what journalism is more than most in that field, you know.
Yes.
Because my biggest issue with the medium right now is that too many illegitimate arguments get debated. And that's my biggest problem when I watch like CNN Newsnight is you will have like they'll be talking about things, right? And then the topic will come up about like Charlie Kirk said some stupid shit like if I see a black pilot or I'm checking I'm double thinking it or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his credentials and shit like that. And then you
Hoping they're
got
qualified. Yeah.
yeah, and then you got a dumbass like Scott Jennings like would kind of agree with something like that. And then Scott Jennings being an idiot is it's an issue, but it's not my personal issue. It's the people that will debate something like that because that's a racist statement. And you do not give racist statements air or oxygen.
Right.
You put that kind of shit in the dustbin where it belongs. Like, okay, I'm not talking about this shit. If you want to talk about a real actual topic, debate something that you could actually debate. Like if you want to debate the gross national product or something like that, that's a debatable topic, you know.
Right.
The minimum wage in the country, that's a debatable topic, you know. My humanity is not up for fucking debate.
Exactly.
You know, your racism, your racist views, your sexist views, your homophobic views, whatever on people, that's not a debate, you know. And I think what happens with people is that we do not understand that when you debate somebody like a Scott Jennings, like any of these idiots you ever see on Morgan Pierce's show, the win for them is not you. The win is there's no win in punking them out or putting them in their place or anything.
Right.
The win is you debated them. That's the win for those people, is because what you did was take their illegitimate stance and you put it on a level that it shouldn't be on. It's not legitimate and you're debating it, and all they want from that shit is the oxygen. So that's what I always call it oxygen journalism, because you are giving this shit life that doesn't deserve life. And that was one of my things about Charlie Kirk before he start burning in hell, was what he would do is he would get on these college campuses. And I know Charlie Kirk. I've met him a few times. So, you know, RIP to him, you know, even though he's in hell, but, you know, hopefully he's sleeping comfortably there. But what got on my nerves about him is he would, and this is the culture in general, is he would do this thing where he would tour college campuses, say a bunch of racist things like a mile a minute, just gish gallop the whole time, like one racist topic after another, to the point where you couldn't even keep up with it anymore, right? So then at the end of him saying all that stupid shit, he would let people go to the microphone and ask them questions. These are college students for one, so it's kind of a taken advantage of situation. And when the college student gets up to the microphone, they're not really thinking rationally. These are smart college students. It's just they're so in their anger and rage at Charlie Kirk that they're not putting together coherent sentences. And the Charlie Kirk crowd that's in those crowds would start booing them like, boo, you suck. And then Charlie Kirk would come in like, hey, he like the reasonable guy, like, oh, hey, these kids are brave from coming up here. Don't boo them and blah blah blah. And then his idiot followers would be like, oh, he listened to both sides and all this other stuff. I was like, the shit he was saying was the premise was racist and dumb in the first place.
Right.
They weren't stuff you should be debating. Like you if you're in that crowd, the thing you should say to this guy is you are a dumbass. None of the stuff you are saying makes any sense. This shit is not up for debate. And tell him to go to hell. Don't entertain stupidity. And I say all that to say this is the school that Jamel Hill comes from, because they've tried to do this shit with her, and she just doesn't engage in it. And I think that's kind of like we need more journalists like Jamel Hill that are not going to entertain stupidity. Because we are like anti-intellectualism is so rampant at an all-time high in this country that people like smart people too think we've got to entertain somebody just coming in with just a real faulty premise, a false premise and all that, and we have to give them oxygen. We have to give this topic debate life. So and Jamel Hill and what she writes about, and she's doing more political writing and stuff now too. And she's talking about this stuff, and and people like because I get a lot of fans of our show who don't understand why I take the stances that I take, because one of the when The Rock said that statement about he's not endorsing anybody because it's causing division or whatever. It's like, what's the division? It's the division. You want racists to feel comfortable? You want sexist to feel comfortable? What's the division that you're causing? And I was glad when Jamel Hill called him out for that, and she was one of like she was one of the few mainstream journalists that called him out. Other people did call him out, like Karen Hunter called him out. I heard someone on Roland Martin's show, I forget the journalist's name, they called him out. But yeah, you can't do that kind of shit and be like, and you're neutral and you're somehow a good guy, or this bullshit that Stephen A. Smith does, where he's like he does the compliment sandwich, the qualified equivalency, or the selective equivalency. What he does is the compliment sandwich. I love Joy Reid. I respect Joy Reid. Joy Reid's the greatest. Then in the middle of the sandwich, you say some very, very stupid shit in the middle of the sandwich, like, well, she didn't get fired because of race, blah, blah, blah. She got fired because her ratings were low and all this other stuff, even though she had higher ratings than you. And then immediately follow it up with the other bun on the sandwich where you're like, but I respect her. She's an intelligent woman, that kind of thing, that compliment sandwich bullshit. So yeah, Jamel Hill all day, every day. Jasmine Crockett too. And for what Ray said, is Jasmine Crockett can't win for losing on these streets. She's one of the things I love about Jasmine Crockett is she calls voters out without directly calling them out, because and she calls out I think she's good for Texas, not because James Talrico is bad, but just because she's different, and I think her name identity and all that is what puts her up on a a higher level than a James Talrico or anybody else running in Texas. And that she does a lot of heavy lifting, and for the stuff she's called, the death threat she gets every day, just all that stuff she puts up with constantly, and still able to kind of survive that space, and actually not only survive that space, like after being one of the most prominent, most heftiest money raisers in Congress, she could stay in Congress and be comfortable, be fine. Congressmen in Texas make the same amount of money as the Senate. So she had no reason. They did redistrict her, but even with her redistrict, she'd win. She has no reason to want to run for Texas other than the fact that she's here for the smoke. I respect anybody that's wanting to stand up to the level of tyranny we got going on in the country at the moment.
Yeah. Well, good picks, Chris. And then as you mentioned, like there's a lot going on in this country right now. There's a lot on this MLK Day that Martin would probably shake his head at. Reminds me of that Boondocks episode. He's like, "Screw all of y'all. I'm going to Canada. Y'all fix it." But of course, Dr. King had a famous dream, and so what I want to talk about right now is dreams, because I find dreams fascinating. Jay Lacey, it's a mirror into the subconscious. It's a mirror into the inner workings of people like Redondo Williams, and so I want to go around the room and ask: have you had any vivid dreams or powerful dreams lately, or dreams from earlier in your younger days that you remember to this day? And let's start with Jennifer Smith.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, it's not wholesome at all. So
okay.
I'm going to say some questionable things. Okay.
Oh.
I have my dear close personal friend Tim Capel, podcasting partner and homo life mate, and he is a gay man, and I woke up from a dream one time, and it was all I could do to just like get in the group chat and tell Tim about this dream that I had about him. And we were at some sort of, and my dreams are very, if they're vivid and memorable, it's very rare. So a lot of it, I just kind of have like pieces and fragments of memories of. So what I remember of this dream is we were at some sort of party, like a rave.
Okay.
And, Tim and I, and we were like, this isn't really our scene. Like everybody seems like a little too young for us, maybe. And for some reason, he was driving a box truck, like he was delivering something, and we decided we're going to leave these teenagers to their drugs, and we're going to do grown people drugs like cocaine. And I've never done cocaine before, but Tim had done cocaine before, which is actually true. Sorry, Tim. I think you're okay. But and then in the dream, he's like showing me how to do the cocaine things. So he just pulls out the baggie, and he has a mirror and he has a razor blade. And I'm like excited because I always kind of want to do cocaine, but like nervous because I'm like, am I going to die? And so he does it first, and then I see that he doesn't die. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do it. And it's so fun. Like, I remember it's so fun, like cutting it up. Like I didn't know that I enjoyed that part of it so much. And
you enjoy the organizational part of cocaine.
It's so fun. Like, why is that so fun? Just like breaking it up and putting it in a it's my OCD, I guess. So I do the cocaine in the box truck, and I'm like, I'm high, and I remember everything is weird, and then all of a sudden I'm just making out with my gay best friend in the cab of this box truck, and and we were like just making out. And then like we stopped and I'm like, oh, that was weird. Like that was weird. Like, why did we do that? He's like, I think it's just a cocaine thing. Like it's fine, don't worry about it. And then I was like, okay. So and that's all I remember.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But
We're coming in hot on this topic, huh?
yeah, I've never forgotten it. I've never repeated it. When I was younger, I would have kind of more mundane, recurring dreams of being. I used to be so scared of tornadoes because I lived in the South, still do, but I would dream that I died in a tornado. I will have these tornado dreams. So those are the weird reoccurring things that I have not had for years because I guess I got over it. But I've never gotten over that cocaine dream. And making out.
Shout out to Tim Capel. Jay Lacey. I know you have dreams of one day becoming main event Jay Lacey, but for now, are there any other dreams that you've had, sir?
You know what? I'm probably like the only like weirdo here. I don't dream, or at least if I dream, I don't remember them. I really don't. I don't have. I wish I had a cocaine story like that. You know, smelling cocaine or whatever. But I don't remember any of my dreams, and it's probably because like I sleep with some earbuds on because I like doze off to different podcasts or whatever. But yeah, I don't remember any of my dreams. I haven't, and I've been doing this for years, so I couldn't tell you at all. So
okay.
I have nothing to add to this conversation except you chuckles. That's it.
No dreams.
So, like I know, like I'm very susceptible to whatever the last piece of media my eyes or my ears have ingested. Like I'm well aware that can influence my dreams. Like for instance, this isn't the dream I want to talk about, but for a while I was listening to the Calm app.
Okay.
Calm.com. Use the promo code Nefarious for your first 7-day trial. Get on that, Ray. We need to get in with the Calm people.
I was gonna say, is that real?
But they've got like various sleep stories, and for whatever reason that week I was having trouble sleeping, so I'm like, let me check out these Calm sleep stories. And the best one I found on there was LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow and Other Things, like basically taking you on a tour of the galaxy, like the solar system. So like you would start, I think they started at the sun and then came back to Earth and then went to like the outer planets. But you were in the spaceship the whole time. And like LeVar's just like, next we go to Saturn. Saturn is descriptive because of the rings, but you can't put it on your finger. But it is nice to look at. And I think that night I had a dream that I was in a spaceship with LeVar Burton and we were just flying around. But I'm not sure if that was my dream or if that was like, because I never pushed stop on the recording, like on the app. So it might have just been like my brain illustrating LeVar Burton's story. But
yeah,
hilarious.
Well, you know what they say, Nate? Butterflies in the sky. I can go twice as high, brother.
Well, nobody's as high as Jennifer Smith in her dreams, but
Never.
You know what? The dream you just described sounds like Chris Statlander's character.
Yes. He got stuck on that sleep story and never broke out of character. Tofu Tammy. But so the dream that I had, like I had a lot of recurring sports dreams when I was a kid, and they were all of me as an athlete. Nowadays, when I have sports dreams, I'm never the athlete anymore. So I guess even my subconscious is like, you ain't got that in you no more, dog.
Wow.
I'm either an announcer or I'm like in the stands or I'm a coach. And my favorite dream, this is maybe about 3 months ago, I had this dream. And I was coaching some college program because I think I was watching like College Game Day and watching football all day long because I was off of work. And so that afternoon, I had a dream where I was the coach of some random college. I don't even remember what college it was. All I know it was in the South because it was like hot and humid. And we were playing this big game, and my quarterback was Tim Tebow. And I know you're saying to yourself, Jay, Tim Tebow, a grown-ass man. Why is he still in college? Don't argue with my dream, Jay Lacey. I was coaching Tim Tebow. Here's the other thing that was funny. Because I guess my brain, even in my brain, I'm fighting for equality. Ray Williams, because I think Tim Tebow was like the only white player on my team. I think all the other players were black, and I had a Hispanic. My wide receiver, he was Hispanic. Julio. I remember his name. Julio. Julio was the wide receiver. And all the rest of the players was black, and then we had Tim Tebow as the quarterback. And so we're winning the game. Like we're down. We're down, Jenny. We're down like with 2 minutes to go. Tim Tebow, like we are on our 5-yard line. And so we got to go the whole length of the field to score, Jay. Tim Tebow like does some Ronnie Sunshine Bass from Remember the Titans move and like spins out of a tackle and runs the length of the field, and they get him down at the 1-yard line, right? And everybody's all happy and cheering. I'm like, yes, we're going to win the game. And then it gets quiet, Jenny. And then all the players just start looking at me. I'm like, what's wrong? And then they look back at Tim Tebow, and I run out there. Why is Tim Tebow, both of his legs broken, Jenny?
No.
Oh, no.
Both of Tim Tebow's legs are broken because he tried to score, and they like tackled him in 3 different directions. So he's like at the 1-yard line with broken legs. He's just looking up at me, Coach, I can still do it. And I'm like, no, Tim, you've done enough. You've done enough, Tim. And I got tears. I got tears in my eyes in this dream, Jay Lacey. Because I'm like, Tim Tebow, you've done enough for this team. You can get on the bench. And I called in the backup quarterback. And the backup quarterback, I guess there were 2 white people on my team. And they were both the quarterback, which really speaks to my, like, I don't know why I didn't give the brothers a chance to play quarterback. Because my backup quarterback was Eli Manning.
Oh, my God.
Eli come in the game. We hit the quarterback sneak. We win the game. And then I just, like, the whole team was just celebrating. And the last thing I remember from my dream is I'm just over. Like, I leave the team from the field, and I just go over to the sidelines. And Tim Tebow's legs look like Rick James' legs in that Dave Chappelle show sketch.
Look what you did to my legs.
Look what you did to my legs, Charlie Murphy. And he's sitting on the bench with the Rick James legs, and I just like hugged Tim Tebow and like, we did it. And he's like, yes, we did, Coach. And then that's the last thing I remember. Me and Tim Tebow and Eli Manning and Julio won a championship.
That is amazing. That's amazing.
But it is weird. Like even my brain's like, you can't be a player no more, cuz.
You pretend like Tim Tebow would not get up on them 2 broken legs and still try to be a quarterback.
Oh, but the look in his eyes, Jenny, he was just like, I can still do it, Coach. And I'm like, no, Tim, you've done enough.
I do love Eli. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, I don't know how I recruited Tim Tebow and Eli Manning at this random university. It's weird. Redondo Williams. Any dreams, sir?
All right, so I'm gonna start like early. So
okay,
like when I was a little kid, and you mentioned
when I was a boy.
Yeah, you mentioned dreams being influenced by media. So I think this was I want to say I most likely had watched Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors,
right before you went to sleep, cuz.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad move, cuz.
That's never a good idea. And so I think towards the end of my dream, I'm running from Freddy, and then I end up in this church, and then all of a sudden he comes out in this nun's habit, and then all of a sudden he just starts singing Shirley Caesar, and then
That's wild.
And then I wake up. I wake up and it's Shirley Caesar on the radios.
Wow. Wow.
That's pretty good.
So that was the first one. Then there's one, and I'm never going to beat the allegations.
Beans, greens, potatoes, ham.
Right now. I'm never going to beat the allegations for this one, but let's just say it was an NSFW style dream with Eva Marie, and I don't even know, like she fine.
Eva Marie,
like, yeah, I know, right? I was like, oh, but
all read everything.
Already, yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was.
Okay. Yeah. So, but we ain't gonna get into the details. But that was very.
Was that yesterday? You had that dream?
Not yesterday, not yesterday. But now I'm kind of in the boat of Jay, where like I kind of remember some of my dreams, but I don't remember all of them. But recently I've been having recurring dreams of working at a job that I didn't like working at, and I was doing security in this campus in downtown DC. And I was like, why I keep having these dreams? I don't want to go back there. So those and then one more I had was a more PG style dream of actually going out on a date with Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
I know, right?
Okay.
that's a nightmare. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Well, now it is. But before she was all good before. But
I mean, to be fair, in Ray's defense, because I know the people out there are gonna say Ray ain't never beaten allegations. In Ray's defense, Ronda Rousey is like 1/32 black.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I actually like Ronda Rousey now more than
better
I
than
did
when she was an active wrestler.
Fighter, yeah, because I just like the shit talking she does. Like I wish more wrestlers would say the stuff that she said, because I know a lot of them are thinking it, but they don't say it. You know, especially the
bag.
Yeah, the McMahon stuff. You know, she goes scorched earth on these cats.
Chris, do you have any dreams, Professor, that you can share with us?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. So I'm on if you would have asked me this, I would have had to revert back to my childhood, because I'm kind of like Jarek, where I don't have a ton of dreams. But I've been on I started taking like 2 different psych meds last year, and they're very low doses, right? So my dreams are usually just horrible nightmares these days. Every once in a while it'll be a like a standard bad dream, or a dream that could be good, but then you wake up from it and it's like I'll be kicking it with Halle Berry, and she'll be like make me feel good, and right before she pulls her
She
top
wants you to be
down,
Billy Bob.
yeah, but right before she pulls her top down, I wake up, and you know, it's like my wife being next to me makes it better, you know. But when I was single, that was just like the biggest bummer. Like, what the fuck, man? Why can't I at least finish the dream, you know? And then it's just like all the time these days, it's like most of my dreams are like either me getting my ass beat by a bunch of people, or it'll be like me
What did you
getting
do to
my
make you
ass
so mad, Chris?
It'll be a lot of different things. Like, it'll be a situation where it'll be like one guy and he's talking shit, and then I'm fighting him back, and then he's like, oh yeah, let me get my boys, and all of his boys will come, and then they outnumber me, and then when all my boys are about to come, the fight, it doesn't happen. I wake up and like my wife is in our room right now, but yeah, I'll be like sleep talking like all the time because of like getting beat up. I'll be like she could vouch for this. I'll be like, yeah, motherfucker, what you gonna do? And just like loudly saying that, and then my wife is like, what are you talking about and stuff. Like, there was one time where I was talking in my sleep, and me and my wife bought a house, and she was asking me about vinyl siding, and that was a good dream. And she said, what are you talking about vinyl siding? We don't live in a house yet. And I'm like, Oh, okay. But for the most part, the dreams are typically bad. I want to say the name of the medication. And it's not even a high dose of it either. I think it's Wellbutrin. And there's another one that I take. What's the other med I take, babe? It's
not cocaine.
Wellbutrin. It's Wellbutrin and something else.
Abilify.
I don't know the name of it.
Not cocaine.
Wellbutrin. One, and I think it's the Wellbutrin that causes because the dreams are like very lucid, man. Especially when I'm getting my ass beat in the dreams, or especially when I'm fighting somebody else in the dream, or if I'm beating somebody's ass in the dream. It's just a very very particular situation.
Chris
And
fighting the whole NWO in his dream.
yeah, it's like it's like, and it's like every once in a while the dream will get better because my friends are coming to have my back. But anytime they're about to come to have my back, I wake up from the dream before the ass kicking starts. So it's like, I don't know if you call that a nightmare or just a neutral dream or whatever, but yeah. The dreams are usually bad these days. Horrible.
So go ahead, Ray.
I was gonna say it sounds like I don't know if you guys know
you can put it down.
Joe Rogan used to peddle this stuff called Alpha Brain from the
Alpha on it supplements on it.
Yeah. So it sounds like you probably had, I don't know if they got those different chemicals or something in it, but yeah.
Well, I used to take Alpha Brain from On It, and I don't know. For me, it never worked. So I was wondering, like, because my brother took On It, and I took it, and for me, it felt like it just didn't work. So I don't know if the people that took it was like a placebo effect or if it really works, but it never did anything for me. But the prescription shit they give me, I don't see how you take that shit. Ain't placebo. That stuff, because I'll be actively trying not to dream that night. And it sucks, man. And like and then the thing is like there are some times where the dreams turn good. So like there'll be a situation where one of my ex-girlfriends and we're just fighting and like what the and I never have good dreams about my ex-girlfriends. They're always like bad dreams, and then it'll turn into a better dream because then my wife will walk in and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm married to her now. I don't fuck you heifers, and then it'll be good like that, But then other times it's just like nightmares where it'll be like 3 of them yelling at me at once. Every once in a while, it's a bad dream that my wife wanted me to take out the trash and I didn't do it, and she's mad at me for it, or just something that I was supposed to do and I didn't do. And it'd be that kind of thing. But I'll tell you this, in the dreams, my wife is never the catalyst for the bad thing that happens. It's always something I did or something I didn't do, and I'm getting yelled at. When the exes come in the dream, they're just making shit up as they go along.
So when Chris mentioned the medication, and then we'll pivot, Ray, it reminded me of a dream that I had when I was up in Canada. So when I was up in Canada with my ex, like I got sick like the first or second week I was there. Once I'd moved up there, because I wasn't used to that climate, and so whatever the Canadian equivalent of Robitussin was, that's what I used to fight this cold. And one day we were watching Falling Skies, or she was playing. She used to play. What's that game they made a movie out of with Kevin Hart and Jamie Lee Curtis that wasn't good?
Borderlands.
Borderlands, yeah. So she used to play Borderlands all the time. So somewhere between Falling Skies and Borderlands, like my brain created this like dystopian world, and I was like, it was futuristic, Jenny, but I was still wearing like loincloth type gear. It was like Phoenix the Warrior type stuff. And so like I was like fighting in the wilderness, Jay. And my ex was there, her daughter was there, like the people that I had met in their neighborhood were all inhabiting this dystopian future, this Mad Max world, if you will. And so her daughter's name was Claire. And so like I'm fighting, I beat up these bandits, I get the gas that we need to fuel our little like scooter or whatever. And then we escape this other group of bandits and we're free. And then I'm like, is everybody okay? And she's like, yeah, everybody's okay. The neighbors are fine. I don't know how everybody got on this damn scooter, but it was like 10 of us that was on the damn scooter, and we had made it away from the bandits. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, where's Claire? She's like, what? Like, where's Claire? And then I think that's when she woke me up, because the next thing I know, I'm like on the couch in the living room, and she's like, you all right? I'm like, tell me one thing. Where's Claire? She's like, Claire's literally right there, like sitting down. I'm like, and this is the power of dreams, Jennifer Smith. Because when I saw this little girl that was in my dreams that I thought we had lost to the bandits, sitting on the couch, playing Roblox or whatever she was playing, I got tears in my eyes.
Aww.
And she said, are you okay? I said, it's just good to see you, Claire. And then 2 months later, we broke up. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, sorry,
but yes,
Claire.
dreams are very powerful, Ray. You know, you can bring me back out. And I know a lot of times people have bad dreams. Ray, you know, just those Eva Marie dreams. I know they weigh a toll. They take a toll on you, Ray. And that's why I recommend, you know, besides Calm, your first 7-day trial at Calm free using promo code Nefarious. Make it happen, Ray. One of the things I like to do is kind of disengage, Jay, and take a walk, because there's a park by where I live, and in that park there is a pond, and on that pond there are some ducks, and it's time to feed some ducks. Hit the music, Ray.
Where you at?
Did you forget where the duck music is?
I usually have it at the top. Now
Did StreamYard switch things up on you?
Changed. Yeah.
Just blame the technology. It's not your fault, Redondo. I'm not gonna be professional, Ray. I'm just gonna sit here until you get the music. There you go. All right. So this is Feeding Ducks on the Pond. We do this every time on the parlay. And basically what this is, everybody here brings a question to the group. Could be silly, could be serious, could be heartfelt, could be just crazy, off the wall. Whatever it is, we bring the question to the group, we talk about it, and we go from there. Let's start this edition, our anniversary edition, Chris, of Feeding Ducks on the Pond on the parlay. Let's start with you, Chris. What question do you have for the group?
Oh, Jesus. Let me see.
Ray knew I was getting ready to call on him.
Yep.
Yeah. So the question that I would have is, that's only a question pertinent to LA or California people. So no. Because I've only had to turn my heater on one time this winter.
Okay.
That scared me a little bit, so I was going to ask how many times you had to turn your heater on this year. But I know y'all are in places where it actually gets cold, so
indeed, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just really very just weird, because we do get winter in LA. It's just not like snow winter, you know. It's
right.
Usually like rain or just real like cold, and at nighttime it gets deceptively cold because we're near the beach, and we get that kind of wind chill going on. But anyway, I guess my question would be, what TV shows, because I can't think of anything great, what TV shows that are upcoming, or what TV show are you looking forward to the most that's upcoming? I already have mine on deck, so whenever I'll go last.
Okay. So besides TNA on AMC, what TV show are you the most looking forward to? Jay Lacey, what TV show are you looking the most forward to?
The main one that's piqued my interest, there's two. One is, of course, Wonder Man. I'm very intrigued by that. But my latest guilty pleasure I've been watching is Beast Game.
Okay.
That one is it's a guilty pleasure. I like watching. I like competition shows, and I like binge watching my television. And I hate just waiting week to week because I'm just not that patient. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting for the next episode for that. So, other than that, just Wonder Man. I'm just really looking forward to that.
Okay, I love that. I'm gonna piggyback because Jay just said one of mine, and that's Wonder Man. I'm looking forward to it, man. We watched the trailer on the last edition of the Super Solid podcast, which you can see on YouTube, because the mouse can't stop us. Don't stop us, mouse. I'm just talking shit right now. I'm just puffing out my chest, Mickey. Oh, you got one more time.
I'll put in a good word for you to Willow Bay, though.
Yes. You call Willow Bay, I'll call Marcus Vanderberg. Between the two of us, we can get the mouse off our back. But yeah, I think Wonder Man looks fun with Yaya and Sir Ben Kingsley. I think it's going to be a fun show. So I'm looking forward to that. The other show that I'm really looking forward to is a show that's come up a couple times here on the Parlay, and that is the Scrubs relaunch. Like, I love the original Scrubs. You already know, Ray. To me, one of the greatest episodes of television is when all them patients die at Sacred Heart and Dr. Cox crash out, and then he's like, I'm not coming back, newbie. And then JD is like, you can't leave, Dr. Cox. And then he leave anyway. And then the Frey song come in, How to Save a Life. Them boys was acting, Ray. Them boys was acting out there. But yeah, I think like the Scrubs Rewatch podcast was really fun. Shout out to friend of the program, Joelle Monique, who was a producer on that. And it was like one of the shows during the pandemic that I really enjoyed listening to, because you could actually kind of watch the episodes and then go listen to their thoughts on the making of said episode. Hooch is back on the Scrubs revival. So like, I didn't know Hooch was still out here. Mr. Mosby was still out here getting checks. Phil Lewis. But yeah, I'm hyped for Scrubs, man. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I think I'll have a good time watching it regardless. So Scrubs and Wonder Man are my two picks. Jennifer Smith, are you going to keep the Wonder Man train rolling, or are you going to turn your back on the Avengers initiative?
I would never. Of course, Wonder
He's like,
Man.
how dare you?
I will add in, because I just watched the first episode today.
Okay.
So, Game of Thrones spinoff called A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's a little bit Game of Thrones light. It's pretty comical. It's not like super gross and murdery. It seems very fun for a Game of Thrones thing. So I was very interested in that first episode, and the guy's name is Sir Dunk.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I kind of like that.
So is this before the Game of Thrones that we watched, or is this something that happened to the side or after?
So this is after House of Dragons.
Okay.
Season 2. So a prequel to Game of Thrones.
Okay. I'll give it a spin. So Jenny's got 2 shows on deck. Ray Williams, I was joking before, but I know you are the only one in the demographic to religiously watch TNA wrestling on AMC. But other than that, what shows are you looking forward to, brother?
Well, I actually, let me make sure I bring it back out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I thought I still had a one shot on Jennifer. All right. So I actually don't really watch TV shows like that, whether it be on like terrestrial TV or on streaming like that anymore. Like I'm actually big into like YouTube stuff because
same here.
Yeah, sometimes I want things in like 15-minute bits and stuff like that. But I did see that the newest season of WWE Unreal is out. And I checked out a clip and they were going over the R-Truth situation. So definitely want to
I saw that clip. Yeah,
definitely want to watch that and see what else is on that particular season. I heard the CM Punk say, "Hey, don't put me on there no more." So, but I know they're gonna have, I know they're gonna have the ruse of the century stuff with Seth Rollins, even though he ended up really getting hurt like 2 months later.
Yeah, and then that's
make you cry.
Yeah. The fact that they were acting like people were fooled by that is just it's like nobody, everyone knew he was not really hurt,
Yeah, I knew that swerve was coming a mile away.
Oh yeah,
but it was still entertaining to watch him.
It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much the only like actual TV show I'm looking forward to. So.
Okay, this is Ray. Even though I think the audience is getting tired of you trying to be on your high horse, Mr. I don't watch television. Mr. I'm vegan. Plants aren't alive. They don't have feelings. You don't sit your Urban Daniel Bryan ass down, Ray.
Urban spelled with an H-E-R-B.
Yes, H-E-R-B. What we said at one episode of V-Grow, please. Yeah. We love you, Ray. Chris, you asked the damn question. What are you most looking forward to, brother?
So I've been looking forward to this for years. First, it was supposed to be a movie, and then it never turned into a movie. Then it sounded like it was going to turn into a TV show, but it never turned into a TV show. And then it looked like it was going to be a movie again, and now it's going to be a TV show because they've got actors attached to it. I don't know if I've seen the stills from it, but I don't know if they've shown the preview. But I'm looking forward to Lanterns.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah, and I'm trying. Like my biggest problem with any episodic TV show, I'm kind of like Ray over here, is I'll start an episodic TV show and then for some reason I'll just stop in the middle of it. Like with This Is Us. I loved it in the beginning. I had to watch every episode, and then after about like the 4th season, I think I just stopped watching it. And it wasn't even because it was a bad show. It's just, I don't know, the having to keep up with something, the melodrama, all that stuff. It just kind of, I didn't feel like doing it anymore. So like, it's easier for me to do that with shows that are like Insecure, because those episodes were usually like 20 minutes long or so. So you could go through that relatively quick, but those hour-long shows, it's real harder for me to do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Lanterns. It's got Teyana Taylor's husband in it. I forget the
Ron Shepard?
No, not him. No,
that's
the
about
ex.
You talking about Aaron Pierre?
Yeah, Aaron Pierre. That's not her
Mufasa.
husband. That's her boyfriend.
I didn't know they broke up.
Yeah. They ain't together no more.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to get at Tiana a little bit today, not too rough
For the light skin
in my article, but yeah, that dude's in like excellent shape too.
Aaron Pierre.
Aaron Pierre guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Very,
like
very
and
handsome man.
what's the dude that used to be on Early Edition and Friday Night Lights?
yo, the dude, I love that. Yeah, Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan.
Chandler,
and then,
Kyle Chandler.
Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. He's not who I
Yeah.
pictured in my head as John Stewart, but I kind of see it. I kind of see it.
Yeah. I see. Because I think he does the American accent. So, you know, I'm sorry, Tyrese. You tried. You gave it the college.
Tyrese
try.
went out for John Stewart.
Oh yeah, he was being almost as annoying as I don't know if you remember this, Nate, but back in like the 90s, when they were casting Batman Returns, Sean, what's her name?
Sean, she was Sean Young. She went crazy.
Young, yeah, she was like, she was like going everywhere, like dressed up like Catwoman and doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, because she really wanted that part. And Tyrese was kind of doing the same thing with the Green Lantern. There's a whole story about it too. And
Tyrese just ended up FaceTiming James Gunn. What more do you want from me?
Yeah, and he was posting like he was so bad because he was like going to Warner Brothers Studios on Burbank. And taking pictures of the WB logo, and then he would say, "The oath has been determined" or something shit like that. And Kevin Sujihara, I think he was the executive at Warner Brothers at the time, was like, we haven't cast anything for this movie. We haven't even announced we haven't even greenlit it yet. We only announced that this is in the plans, you know? And I think all that posturing got him, because I wouldn't have mind seeing him as John Stewart, but you know, I think he just pissed the studio off so much that he asked himself out of it. So Aaron Pierre is a good choice, and you know,
especially if you're going with like a younger John Stewart who's being mentored by Hal. I like that. I ain't even seen anything past the trailers, but I like their dynamic already.
First Django, now Lanterns. He can't catch a break, boy.
So what you're saying is Warner Brothers looked at Tyrese's application and said, "Ejectocito, cuz."
Yeah. They had to hit him with the Ejectocito.
I'm hyped for Lanterns, man. We'll definitely be covering that on Super Salad when that show drops. Let's go next to Redondo Williams. What's your question, brother?
Well, I do have a question prepared. So, we've been having the eternal argument about what is objectively good over the last month or 2 months. So, I will pose this question, and I will make this
time out, Ray. Just for your clarification, Jenny, the object of the argument in terms of what is objectively good that has been raging on this podcast for the last 6 months is Macklemore.
Okay.
Ray is a Mackler head to the end, and the rest of us are like, no, Ray.
Part of the Mac Pack, baby.
Part of the Mac Pack.
I don't know if that's the thing. So I will name 3 musical acts in this particular edition of Is It Objectively Good? Are they objectively good? 3 particular acts. You tell me if you believe that they are actually objectively good. So we have Black Eyed Peas, both versions, before and after Fergie.
Yeah, with the black girl and with Fergie.
We have One Republic
Ooh.
And we have Imagine Dragons.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
I get that from the college, my students a lot too, about One Republic and Imagine Dragons. That's a big debate on campus.
So we've got One Republic, Imagine Dragons, and either or both versions of the Black Eyed Peas, either the Glory version prior to Fergie or the Del Monte version after Fergie. No, nothing for that, Ray. You with your vegetarian ass, I couldn't get a chuckle for the Black Eyed Peas joke. Thank you, Ray.
That went over my head, brother. That went way over my head.
All right, so let's start. And before we go to Jay, because I want Jay to answer first. One Republic, their biggest song is probably "Apologize."
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine
what
Dragons.
about Counting Stars though? From One
Counting
Republic?
Stars is good.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that's the song I identify with them the most. Is
Oh,
Counting Stars.
We'll be counting stars. That one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. And then Black Eyed Peas, obviously they got a list of hits. And then Imagine Dragons, their biggest hit is probably Radioactive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Jay, which of those groups or are all of those groups objectively good?
I would say the best of the three would probably be Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas, simply because the first version, they were more hip hop.
Right.
And I mean, they were like really, they were throwing good shows before they turned to this pop era. And then they got on with Fergie.
Yeah.
And that's when they got that mainstream success and they're going on tours or whatever. And they went to this whole EDM side, which, you know, I respect it. One Republic, they're like Novocaine. I don't feel them, you know?
Right.
And Imagine Dragons is, they got that one song, but that's really
they've got Imagine Dragons has Radioactive. I love the music video to that one too with Lou Diamond Phillips in it. They have that one song where the guy who's in the music video, at the end of the music video, is dedicated to this guy that used to go to all their shows that died of cancer. But I forget the name of the song. But I don't know the words. This is it. This is who I am. I'll find it and I'll give you I'll say what it is. So
yeah, but for me, I don't really listen to One Republic.
Take me to church is Hosier though.
Yeah, that's Hosier.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
I can't really, they're obviously they're great artists because they got signed and they're, making a living off of music. So I just don't listen to them, so I can't say that I'm a fan. So, but out of the three groups, I gotta say for me personally, it would be Black Eyed Peas. That even both versions of Black Eyed Peas, because they were able to transition from one genre and shift and pivot to a more pop, and they were still, doing their thing. So that's how I do.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it. Chris, out of those three groups, who is objectively good?
Okay, so I actually like all three groups. I think so. I'm gonna start with Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas is objectively good. The problem with them is the songs that they sing in the Fergie era are just very fucking annoying. They're still good. will.i.am is a quality MC, what's the dude that looks like Vega from Street Fighter, what's his name,
Taboo.
He's
Taboo,
yeah. They're good,
Apple,
Apple
even Fergie used to be a part of this all-white group called Wild Orchid in the 90s, and they were white, but they sounded so fucking black. Like their voices, like if you heard them sing, you would think that they were black.
They were a female Bobby Caldwell.
Right, yeah. So they're like good at like harmonizing and putting stuff together. It's just the songs that make it to music video status are just not good. And Fergie by herself just doesn't do it for me. But
you
they're
didn't
good.
love her rendition of the Star Spangled Banner at the NBA All-Star Weekend?
And to me, like, if you are a music, like, the difference between a band like I'll even go even further than that. The reason I'm not a Justin Bieber fan by any stretch of the imagination, by any means, but Justin, like, the reason why I hate the boy band so much and all that fucking 90s shit is because they're all manufactured and, like, you know, put together and made for the purposes of appealing to teenage girl angst, you know? And I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about Boyz II Men or New Edition. I'm talking about the horrible ones like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys, because they all have the fucking, because what they do is they pick. So like with the formula is you pick the pretty boy of the group. So in NSYNC it'd be like Justin Timberlake, and then you pick the heavy set goofy one, so it'd be that tall dude, and he's like, so it's someone that every type of teenage girl will have a crush on. You have the bad boy that gets in trouble all the fucking time,
right?
Then you have the one like cute quiet one. In the case of NSYNC, that guy was actually gay.
Exactly.
But they, you know, they tried.
Yeah.
And it's like that with
brother, kayfabe.
Right. Yeah. So with
it's a gimmick, brother.
Yeah, with One Republic, the difference between One Republic and the boy bands and all that fuckery from the 90s is not everybody can do what One Republic does, you know? Like, if you take me when I was fucking 17, 18 years old and put me in a band and give us a good choreographer and a voice coach, I could do the shit that fucking NSYNC, and you know, I could be the goofy one in a group. You know what I'm saying? I could be the bully one in the group. I could be the quiet loner in the fucking group. You know, there's no talent involved in what those boy bands did, except being able to do what choreographers and voice coaches tell you to do. So I have to say all three and then One Republic has a few. So I like Counting Stars. I like All the Right Moves, all the right friends.
Oh, that was them?
All the right,
All the right.
yeah.
That's not a bad song.
Yeah. So I like that, and then
okay.
So I do think that all three of those groups are objectively good.
Okay.
What's the group that Imagine Dragons? They're out of Nevada. I like the remix to their song with Kendrick Lamar on it. Thought that was good. Okay. I think One Republic is not One Republic. Imagine Dragons. They are they do a little bit more stuff with hip hop than maybe One Republic does. But yeah, I like the sounds of those groups. You know, I like that 2010s era of that kind of rock. You know, like I even like Panic at the Disco to a little bit of a lesser extent, but I like them. And that Gives You Hell group, that the group that sings that Gives You Hell
All
song.
American Rejects. Yeah.
You know, I like that. Yeah, so I'll give all three of them good. And it's just the Black Eyed Peas. They're good, But the songs, man, I can do like, let's get it started, man. I can deal with that shit once, but I can deal with it once, but I can't listen to that shit on repeat, and I can't even listen in the unedited version of it, not the let's get it started version, but the R word. I can't do that shit.
I remember they played that once for like an NBA promo before the game, and then
that was during the that was the Lakers
Pistons
season. Yeah, that was the Lakers Pistons series. Yeah,
they're like, nope, we can't play that again. Get me an edited version. Okay. So far so good, Ray. For your groups, Jennifer Smith, Imagine Dragons, One Republic, Black Eyed Peas, either version. Are they good?
All right. So Black Eyed Peas, I would largely agree with everything that's been said. Black Eyed Peas has been on my gym list for 10 plus years now. Like when I'm getting started in here, I'm getting started on the treadmill. Okay, it's pumping me up. It's high energy.
Giving them that boom boom pow.
Yeah. Like Fergie does something to me. She gives me a little attitude. She hypes me up in the gym. So just working on my fitness, you know, and so they're automatically good. One Republic. Now, just this week, I was playing "Apologize" in my shower. Like karaoke singing in the shower to apologize because it hits every single time.
Yes.
And they also have another song called I Lived, which was written about a teenager with cystic fibrosis. And my son has cystic fibrosis. So when this song came out, it hit all the mom groups and all the stuff that I was in. And we're all like, let's all suck One Republic's dick. Because they about cystic fibrosis. So they get a pass from me as well. And Imagine Dragons Radioactive, I may have played 100,000 times.
Like, same here.
Because I was like in my dystopian fiction reading era, and I'm like, this is the soundtrack for when the bombs fall. Like, this is it. Like, they tapped into like some wild fear that I had at that time. And still, I don't know how much it holds up. I don't listen to their current stuff if they have any. But Radioactive is still on a playlist as well. So I don't know. I'm kind of into all these bands and the 2010s in general.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say "Believer" is the song I like from Imagine Dragons. Yeah, that's the other one. And there's a couple of them too. Yeah, you brought me a believer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Believer. Yeah.
See, I think what helps Imagine Dragons is also what hinders Imagine Dragons in my mind. But I'll start out by saying I think all these groups are objectively good, whether you like their music. That's
right. Yeah, that's the thing. Because that was like, because everybody in the 90s, like especially like the 90s, early 2000s hated not the Goo Goo Dolls, the what are they called? Everyone fucking hates. Not Creed, they're another one, but the one with the dude that Chad Kroger,
who used to future list now.
Nickelback.
Nickelback, yeah. So like Nickelback is a good group. They know how to do shit, you know. They know how to make music. It's just the songs. I could totally understand why people don't like the songs, you know. But that has nothing to do with if they're good or not, in my opinion.
Right. And Nickelback did have that hot joint on that Spider-Man album that to this day.
I do love, I just like
believe that
rock in general.
Nate, if I can make a producer call real quick, because I know one of our guests has a hard out in about a minute or so. So Jennifer Smith.
Why you leaving, Jay?
I had another podcast already on the books. So
if you wanted to leave your question, and then we can finish through my question, and then pick up on your question.
Okay.
Afterwards. So
you want me to say it or type it?
Well, It's up to you. I mean, if you want to type it and then we'll read it.
I think I'll just set this bomb off and then I'll leave and then I'll let y'all deal with it.
Gotcha.
But thank y'all for having me. I do got another show, so I gotta run.
All right, Jenny. Always
I
appreciate
it. I
you.
had so much fun, and I'll type this question before I leave.
Yes.
Right.
Anything you want to promote while you're typing your question?
So there's a podcast feed called the North South Connection, and my shows are on there, and they include the Extreme Three-Way Dance that goes through the history of ECW, and we're currently in the year 2000 covering it now, but we've gone on for like 6 years and covered all of ECW. I also have a show called Talking Docs where we review documentaries, and we are in our disaster documentary era right now. But we have several past seasons on different topics. Then I have a show called Exposition, and that goes through the original X-Men animated show and all of the X-Men movies with my friend Tim Capel. So we will be coming back to that soon, but there are 15 or so back episodes right now that you can listen to. Get caught up on your X-Men from 1992.
Okay. Shout out to the cocaine cowboy Tim Capel. Thank you for your time, Jennifer Smith. Jennifer Smith.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Appreciate y'all.
Look, we started this
And
show
put
with
your
sports
own
analogy.
answer too, Jennifer Smith.
Okay,
put your own
will.
answer to your question. too.
I'm gonna go off camera though, because
We started this show with sports analogies, Ray. I will let
Appreciate
Jenny lead with the sports analogy. She is like Ronald Acuna for the Braves the past few seasons when it comes to Nefarious. Always glad to have her around. Always happy that she's a part of the team, but she's never around as much as we like. So get healthy, Acuna, because we need you for the playoffs. So I will pick back up on Ray's question. When I say so, like, yes, we've established all these groups are good, objectively speaking, but I think the problem that hurts One Direction is also the thing that helps One Direction. It's that they have a good sound, but just naming their songs, I could attribute it to like a handful of different groups from around that time, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't think there's something distinctly One Direction about them. Or One Republic. See, now I'm getting them confused with One Direction and Harry Styles and them boys.
Yeah.
But I think out of those three groups, if you're asking me what would I listen to the most, it's probably Black Eyed Peas, man. Either version. Like the original Black Eyed Peas, pre-Fergie, Joints and Jams is a great song.
Right,
if you've ever heard that one.
Yeah.
And then like, the stuff with Fergie is more corporate, is more poppy. But like even still, man, Let's Get It Started. That's a hit. Boom Boom Pow. That's a hit. There's another one like when they tried to get emotional on us, Jay Lacey, when Fergie hit us with that Meet Me Halfway. I'm like, whoa, that joint was hot. So Black Eyed Peas to me, out of that mix, they're probably my favorite, but they're all good groups objectively. Ray Williams, you asked the damn question. What's your answer?
All right, so I think we're in agreement. I think all three groups are objectively good, and I think the song that you were
what's going on,
talking about earlier with Imagine Dragons was It's Time, Chris. Time to begin, isn't it? I'll get a little bit. I'll never change it.
We good?
Well, thank you for doing it. Am I on?
I didn't understand anything you said, bro. I mean,
I don't. That song doesn't ring a bell, Ray.
It's a good song though.
I can't hear Ray.
I can't name that tune.
No, I can hear him.
I just can't name that tune.
You can't hear me, Chris? Test 1 1 1 2. Everybody else can hear me.
I can hear you, Ray.
Yeah.
Let me refresh and come back and see if that works. All
right, but I think that was the song he was singing.
Chris said, "Let's get it restarted."
Imagine Dragons has some jams, and I think they're objectively good. They had this one song that WWE played during Daniel Bryan's run in WrestleMania 30. I'm a monster, and it just
Yeah.
gets stronger.
It sound like the Will Ospreay joint.
I'm ready to run. I'm ready to run through a brick wall, like, because I'm already. Y'all know I'm a big Daniel Bryan Danielson fan, a DBD fan. So I'm just like, when they played that song, I'm hyped. And then of course they have Demons, and that I love that song. I sing that. I used to always sing that song on my karaoke app. I just love that song. And One Republic, I think they're objectively good as well. The only like kind of questionable act that I mentioned was Black Eyed Peas. Now we know that they're legitimately good in hip hop prior to Fergie coming up. Like, and then even the first album with Fergie, like I like Let's Get It Started. I also like Where Is the Love? That is my jam. And it's just like, that's when all three members, not just Will.i.am and Fergie, which I think it kind of devolved to with just those two, and then Appy App and
you say you need more Apple D app in your music.
Yeah, they were just singing in the background. But but I think Where's the Love was like the song where all four members got their shine. Like all of them had a full verse, and they all talented too. So but then I think once it started devolving to just catchy pop, where it's like my hump, my love.
Hey, Ray, nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. Gets the people going.
Yeah.
And then like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, okay. You just made the days of the week now.
Mazel tov.
Yeah. Like.
Also 2000 late.
You so 2000 and late, Ray.
Yeah, and Ray, I know what you're trying to do with this topic. Don't
Expose them, Chris. Expose them.
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing. I when I say Macklemore is not good, it's because when I judge these musical acts, if I think I can be coached into doing what they do, that makes you not good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing.
Macklemore.
Yeah, that's my
Blacklemore.
Anyone could be Macklemore, dude. My 5-year-old nephew
Macklemore.
My 5-year-old nephew could be like.
I'm trying to get away from all this slang. I'm trying.
No. That's the thing, because that's the thing. I'm not out here like just because the Black Eyed Peas aren't always my thing. I'm gonna give them their fucking credit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do what Will.i.am does, or even Fergie. I can't even be trained to do what Will.i.am does. You know?
Just because you can't do what they do doesn't mean that all of their stuff is like actually good.
No, it means that it means it's good in comparison to the other stuff that's not good. That's what it means. It doesn't.
You can be a good artist that makes a bad song.
Yeah, you could be a good artist. There's plenty of there's a bunch of people who hate Stevie Wonder's 1980s album. You know, I like it, but I know a lot of music aficionados. Like if you talk to my uncle he likes very superstitious and all this shit. He came out within the 70s, you know. But once you start getting to Part-Time Lover and I Just Called and all that stuff, Part-Time Lover
is one of the greatest songs in the history of songs.
I think everything on that album is one of the greatest things.
Stevie Wonder, Stevie Wonderful. Stevie Wonder, who we all except for Bomani Jones acknowledge is visually impaired. This man, Stevie Wonder, is so smooth, Ray. He creeping with your lady behind your back. But as the song goes on, hold on, spoiler alert, two can play the game of Part-Time Lover because she creeping on Stevie.
Yeah.
Stevie didn't see it coming, Ray.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like to me with Stevie Wonder, I think the most undeniably corny song that Stevie Wonder has is Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever, yeah.
That song is just anytime I hear the opening chords to that song, I just burst out into hysterical laughter, man.
He's gonna like your hazy, she's gonna like more crazy. Ain't no thinking maybe they're in love.
He can't love her, I can't love her. Cause they say we're the wrong color. Like that shit cracks me the fuck up, man. Like I remember, like I was at a family reunion and they were like, "Yo, let's play some of that Stevie Wonder, yo." And I was like, "Okay." And I played that song. And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" In unison, too. You know?
Of all songs, you picked that one.
Yeah. It's like, how the fuck you guys hit us with the Jungle Fever shit?
All right, Ray, long-term booking for the October edition of the NWA podcast for Halloween. I'm gonna need you to dress up like Stevie Wonder and give us a vocal rendition of Jungle Fever while we hold up a picture of Elena Black in the background.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I'm gonna make that my virtual background, and it ain't never gonna leave like Jay. Even when I want to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 80s Stevie was a little different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. But I think 80s Stevie's still good. I think even some of 90s Stevie is still good. The Jungle Fever, not the greatest Stevie moment, but you know, it's like if Jungle Fever is your worst song, I think you're still okay, you know.
Yeah.
But like that one song where he has in the 90s, For Your Love, for you.
Oh yeah.
I will do anything. That shit. Like Stevie Wonder is to me is one of the greatest, man. He
had a song I want to say it was like maybe early to mid 2000s, maybe with Prince. It was like What the Fuss.
Yeah. That was like I'm wondering if that's the. I think it's the.
Was it on the 90s? The album was A Time for Love.
Yeah. I think that's the 90s.
Okay.
Don't quote me yet, but I think it's the 90s.
He was like, shame on you, shame on them, shame on us. So what the fuss? Like,
I've appeared on his radio. He owns the KGLH out here. And I've
was out there chopping it up with Stevie.
Not while he's on there, but I've done shit with other hosts, you know, like they.
Chris had that moment from the Cosby Show where he's in the studio with Stevie jamming on the one.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful giraffe, Rudy. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, just staring out into space with my sunglasses.
Yeah, Stevie
feeling the giraffe. Yeah,
Stevie's still out here doing it, Ray.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder is. I remember I met Stevie Wonder at Karen Bass's inaugural. I didn't meet him. I saw him in person because I didn't know he was gonna be there. My eyes started tearing up, man, because I was like, I never thought I'd get a chance to see Stevie Wonder perform, you know, and that was just so awesome to see him. And then there's a picture of me on Facebook because I'm at Fixin's afterwards, and then Stevie Wonder is walking in there with his people, and everybody, like this dude was everybody was like crowding this motherfucker. They were trying to get pictures and shit. One dude just like stood in front of him, stood next to him, and had his wife snap the picture real quick and shit. I was thinking about doing the same thing, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like Stevie Wonder is walking, talking greatness, man.
And to bring it back around to the day, Chris, the official Black People Happy Birthday song. Like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all take a sneak peek into the culture, because you know there's the Happy Birthday song. Everybody know Happy Birthday to you, Happy Birthday to you, Happy Birthday Red Dondo, Happy Birthday to you. Everybody know that song. But in the Black people birthday celebrations, we might sing that song, but we always sing Happy Birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to. That's
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder happy birthday song. But what a lot of people don't know, Chris, is he wrote that song for Martin Luther King.
Yeah, getting out, and he's one of the main catalysts to get that to be a holiday too.
Right.
You know, like Stevie Wonder was doing conscious shit like before anyone. That's. I'm gonna have to say this real quick.
Okay.
That's what I hate about a lot of these 2000s artists that pull this bullshit. Because not just Stevie Wonder, like for like the shit that I see fucking Nelly doing and Kanye West doing and all those bitches, like, like can you like take it out of the R&B and hip hop lane for a second? Could you imagine Madonna doing some shit like that, or fucking U2, or any of like the groups that like were meaningful back in the day? You know,
Right.
like can you see Cyndi Lauper doing that kind of fuckery, or Pat Benatar, or like any of the like 80s, 90s pop people? Duran Duran doing that bullshit. Like these hip hop guys in the 2000s and the 2020s that are doing that shit should be very fucking ashamed of themselves. Is all I gotta say. Because I could never see Madonna doing some stupid shit like that, or fucking George Michael when he was alive, or Elton John now. I just couldn't see that shit.
And that's the thing, Chris, and I think you hit on it. I think other people mentioned it as well. And it's actually funny that you bring them up, because there's supposed to be this Rock the Country concert that's headlined by Kid Rock. And then they had all these names, and then they had Nelly on there, and then they had Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris dropped out that shit. Yeah.
It's just like one, and I think we talked about Snoop Dogg as well, doing the inauguration and stuff like that. So I think on the one hand, it is about the money, but on the other hand, it's like, wow, you really, because you mentioned all those folks like in the 80s and stuff, they got something in common. And then all these folks now that we mentioned with Ludacris and Nelly and with Snoop Dogg, I think it's like
Nicki
the proximity,
Minaj.
the whiteness, and the
Nicki
proximity.
Minaj. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. Like,
Nicki Minaj.
If all you do is like just put it, if you're talking just hip hop and R&B, like Peaches and Herb wasn't doing this kind of fucking shit.
True.
You know,
Tell me something good, Chris.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like none of like Aretha Franklin wasn't doing this fuckery.
True.
You know, none of the good artists.
Even Michael Jackson wasn't doing it.
Yeah, Michael Jackson stayed. You know, the most he did was when our President Reagan gave him like the key to something, but it wasn't like him endorsing like Iran Contra or anything like that. You know, it was just him doing that thing. But yeah, like these artists today, not all of them, because there's still some good ones. Like Lil Young Jeezy is on top of things, and like Jermaine Dupri, and you know, there's a few that aren't doing this stupid fuckery. But the ones that are doing this, it's like you're not even like none of the ancestor artists, like the artists that are good. The only one you got kind of doing not kind of doing it, that is doing it with her whole chest, and she's irrelevant, is like fucking Gloria Gaynor, and she's got the one song, and that's it.
She will survive, Chris.
Yeah, you know, and look, and with her, it's almost like you're a one-hit wonder, and no one's checking for you. So
go ahead, get the bag.
Yeah, I kind of understand it, but like, you know, Nelly was still popular on like those 2000s tours. You know, it's like, why would you do this to yourself? You know, why
must
would you
be the money?
Snoop.
I think that proximity to whiteness and trying to get closer to what they believe is the mainstream. But it's like, are they really checking for you? Are they really buying your albums? Are they really watching that reality show with you and Shanti? I don't think so. I don't think MAGA got you on.
Yeah, like I saw the clip. I don't know if y'all seen this on YouTube yet, but it's of Snoop Dogg performing at that crypto thing.
Yeah.
Because his buddy Steve Sachs told him to do it or whatever. And he's got and they're doing, you know how rappers do the call and response shit?
He's
got he's just letting the whole fucking crowd yell the N-word back out of like, dude, why are you encouraging this shit, you know? It was I don't know if it was Down for My Niggas or one of the other ones, but he was like singing that, and these white people in the audience are just comfortably saying that shit, and it's like, look, like, and I'm not, look, if you're just singing a song and they're happening to sing it with you, you got no control over that. Right. But for you to do the call and response where you're telling them to say the shit,
them to do it,
yeah, like why would you do that, my dude? Like, Jesus Christ, these fucking rappers, dude.
Snoop lost me when he did that Super Bowl commercial with Tom Brady.
Yeah, that was the worst too, man.
Time the world is messed up. Why can't we all get along? You're right, Snoop Dogg. Why can't we get along? Let's stop all this.
But that's the way it goes too. It's like they're telling you what these neutrality people are telling you is you have to see things from the way people see it. That the people that think that you are less than human or are checking that for or double checking if they see a black pilot, or saying black women aren't qualified to do anything, saying Ketanji Brown Jackson is dumb and Sheila Jackson Lee is dumb and all this shit. And we're supposed to, let's hear what they have to say. Like, fuck you bitch. I'm not doing that. Like why are we being asked to do that? And Snoop Dogg making that stupid commercial, basically like kind of co-signing on that listen to your neighbor bullshit. I listen to my neighbor if it's within reason, you know?
Right.
Like if we have arguments on things, like a argument on welfare is a reasonable argument. It stops being reasonable when you start saying all black people are on welfare, or black people get off welfare, or Mexican people get off welfare, because now it's gone from a policy issue to racism, you know? And I don't validate racist talking points. If you want to talk the issues, if you want to talk Obamacare as an issue, that's fine. If you want to talk Obamacare as these Negroes have too much, you could go fuck yourself.
And like you mentioned before, it's like when you start, and Michael, the aforementioned Michael Smith also said this as well. Like when you start questioning my humanity, there is no debate. So,
there's none. There's literally no debate. You know, you can take that. That's the reason why, because they were asking me at one of the universities. I'm not gonna name the university, but like, would you go on this show with go on this Piers Morgan show and be a part of the panel that yells shit back and forth at Piers Morgan? It's like, the only reason why I'd be going on that shit is for the exposure and followers. Right. You don't get paid. They don't pay you to do it. So there's that at the window. You'll get followers and stuff like that, but you also have to entertain stupid debates. And it's like, why should I be doing this? You know, and I'm not judging anyone that does it. If Brian Tyler Cohen, David Pakman, whoever wants to do that shit, Roland Martin does one every once in a while. I just can't live with myself doing that shit with these people.
Like, and like you mentioned, like it was recently he had Dr. Mark Lamont Brown on there.
Yeah, Mark Lamont Hill. Yeah,
Mark.
He's one of my arch nemesis sometimes too.
He had that fool Marlon Gaines from Fresh and Fit, and then he had that woman Lily Gladys, who's only famous for saying the N-word in an Instagram video. Right. this fool Piers Morgan, all he's trying to do is gold Lily Gladys into saying the N word, and then Mark Lamont Hill,
yeah, I saw that one too. And Mark Lamont Hill's like, how you gonna let that woman say the N word? I'm gonna tell you what my problem with Mark Lamont Hill is too. He might not remember this, but because in 2016, Mark Lamont Hill was telling people that he was not going to vote for Hillary Clinton, and he said he's not afraid of a Trump presidency and all this other shit. And he was just saying stupid shit on top of stupid shit on top of stupid shit. I took offense to it because even though Hillary Clinton wasn't my favorite person, I knew she was going to be markedly better than what we have right now.
Right.
And the fact that he wasn't taking it seriously really got on my nerves, because Mark Lamont Hill is one of those he's one of those leftists where if you do not pass every one of his purity tests, then he kind of doesn't want to want you to vote for that person or whatever. Like even with Kamala Harris, he gave a lukewarm endorsement of her in 2024, but it wasn't like with his full chest, you know. He was still like telling people, well, if you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, it's okay. It's like, why are you lying to these motherfuckers? Like, how can you look at what's going on right now and say and even tease that you should be voting for anybody else, you know? And you know that it's just, and Mark Lamont Hill is a smart guy too. That's what was annoying me the most about it. Yeah. He's a smart guy. I've met him several times. He's not stupid. I would never accuse him of that. But he doesn't know political science. He knows his sociology and all that shit. He doesn't know the science, the applicability, the psychology behind politics. And you know, and some people could be so stupid, be so smart that they start believing that they're smart in every single thing. And that was my problem with Eddie Glaude in 2016 as well. Although Eddie Glaude has changed his tune significantly. Mark Lamont Hill has kind of changed his tune, but still slips back into that bullshit.
There's a person on this show that kind of fits that description, Chris, that, you know, they're a smart individual, but sometimes I think they think that they smarter than the room. Because Ray, we done seen through your little ruse. We done seen through your little trickery and your deception and your strategery, if you will, because you formed this whole question to get us off your Macklemore square. But we ain't getting on. We gonna circle back. We gonna come back to that for the record at a later date, Ray. You ain't safe on these Macklemore streets. Hell, the Mac Pack, we still gonna be on their back, Jack.
Yeah. You see, you know, because this fool was trying to force me into saying like a good band wasn't good. Like,
no, I'm not.
I see through your shit, Ray.
We see through the lines, Ray.
Yeah, so there you can tell.
What
back
Cat
and
Williams
say,
last year, Ray?
Yeah,
all liars will be exposed.
Yeah, so you can sit there and have the culture mad at me because I've said the Black Eyed Peas wasn't good. I've never said that fucking shit. I've never thought that stupid shit. So I'm just saying you're not gonna. Right. Yeah, you ain't gonna get me with that kind of okie doke, my dude.
No, you mentioned it, but you mentioned it at the top. You said even at your school, that two of the bands are highly disputed. So
yeah, because that's what the
bands that were highly disputed.
Those are hating ass white boys, dude. that are hating on Imagine Dragons.
Look at your allies in this argument, Ray.
One Republic, you know, those fools don't know objectivity. What they know is, oh, these guys are corny. They're probably mad because their girlfriends got crushes on the members of Imagine Dragons or One Republic, and you know, feel some type of way about that, you know. Like I don't think in the 2010s and 20s you can get away with being a manufactured band anymore. I just don't think that, because even the boy bands of the 2010s and now, they still have to do shit. You know, they can't just be pretty or be the chubby goofy one and get by off of that. You know, like that was something you could do in the 2000s, in the 2000s. You know.
By the way, NSYNC is objectively phenomenal. I don't care what you say.
I'll agree with you on that one. They're pretty.
NSYNC is the AJ Styles of music.
I will fight with you on that one.
I'm not fighting with anybody on that. Yeah. No, this is the part where if I entertain that debate, I'm giving it oxygen. I do not give. I'm not giving NSYNC. I'm not giving NSYNC that kind of oxygen.
Damn.
Like I said, if I'm not giving, like I'll give their choreographers. I'll give Darren's dance moves. I'll give him credit all day. And
didn't that dude put out like a DVD on how to dance?
Yeah, he put out a DVD.
Oh yeah.
Look, I was in a fucking play that Darren's dance moves did the fucking choreography too. Yeah, he did the choreography to that shit. He made me look like a motherfucker that can dance. I can't dance. I cannot dance. But because of his magic, he made me look like someone that could dance. That's how I know this shit, because I've been in these circles before, you know.
I mean, Justin Timberlake can dance a little bit. Just don't beat your feet to go.
He's not. Yeah. I could give you that too. He might be able to dance a little bit, but what gets on my nerves is when people try to tell me with a straight face that Justin Timberlake is a better dancer than Usher, and I'm like,
no.
Why are you saying that shit?
I will not. I won't stand for that.
Look,
I ain't the biggest fan of Old Boy, but Justin Timberlake ain't even half the dancer that Chris Breezy is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't even like Chris Brown as a person, but fuck, man. You gotta give him his credit, shit.
Yeah.
That's a dancing. Him and Omarion, they some dancing ass brothers.
Yeah, him, Omarion, you know.
All right, let's go to somebody who we don't know whether he can dance or not. Maybe he can get some of Darren's dance moves. Jay Lacey, what is your question for the group?
All right, mine's pretty simple. Very similar. We got three choices. Sweet, savory, or sour.
Oh.
Okay.
Ray Williams, sweet, savory, or sour? And we're not talking milk.
Stop. I used to be big into sweet, but now I'm more of a savory guy. Like salty and savory, like chips and stuff. So
okay. It's a good question, but I think the fallacy in Jay's question is that we are all men of a certain age, like Andre Braugher, Ray Romano, and Scott Bakula. And once you reach a certain age, you enjoy a sweet treat every now and then, but your body's like, I don't need all that sugar, cuz. So I will go with Ray. I'll agree with Ray for once. And say savory like Tex Avery, man, because one of my favorite things to eat currently is like teriyaki salmon. And you get like a hint of sweetness with the teriyaki glazed crisp, but it's that the savoriness of that salmon. It just hits the spot. Can't go wrong with like a good. And I'm not a big bacon eater, but every now and then, like I just add bacon to something, and you get that smoky taste with like macaroni or something like that. Like so I'm big into savory, so I'm gonna go savory. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, so it depends on what I'm in the mood for, you know. True. Like, because the way the human palate works is to make you crave all three, you know. So for me, when I'm hungry, when I'm hungry, I have to have something savory, right? Because I'm hungry. And when I'm hungry, I can eat anything inside. I don't have the appetite I used to have in my 20s or teens or anything like that. But you know, I you know, on a good day, I could put away some food. Then after eating all that savory stuff, you know, the palate, you're full and you're like, man, I can't eat another bite. And then, you know, your grandma or your wife or someone's like, well, we got cheesecake too. And your stomach automatically has room for the cheesecake because it's the
dessert stomach. Yes.
It's the flavor switch, you know. So that's when I'm in the mood for something sweet. For sour, I like when I'm snacking on like candies because I like snacking on like Sour Patch Kids. And I like the sour part of that stuff the most. And I like, you know, the green Jolly Ranchers. Those are my favorite ones. I like the cherry ones too. So I like all three. If I had to pick one, it would probably be savory because if I eat something sweet, it's not gonna. I'll still be hungry after it. You know, if I eat something savory, I'm not gonna be hungry anymore. True. So I have to go with savory for this discussion.
Okay, you gonna make it a clean sweep, Jay? You asked the damn question. What's your answer?
Yeah, I gotta go with savory. I mean, years before I would go sweets for sure. I mean, I do have a sweet tooth. I mean, mentioning cheesecake right now, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get I got cookies. I mean, my newest thing, and I don't have the metabolism like I used to have, is like I love candy, like the Nerds clusters.
Yeah, those are my thing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I love those. But more likely than not, I will reach for, you know, the savory side of things, and it's a little healthier. So yeah, I'll do that now.
Okay, all right. I'll ask my question, and then we'll go to Jenny's question because you already asked your question, didn't you, Ray? Yes, you did. You asked the diabolical question trying to trick us, and we saw through the deception.
Stop it.
The deception. You lied to me, brother.
It's just a clear objective question.
But I like the theme of three choices, so I'm gonna give you three choices, but in a negative connotation, perhaps.
All
right, so you can pick one of these three categories. And whatever is in the umbrella of that category, you can have for the rest of your life. The other two categories, you can't ever have them again.
Okay.
So the three categories are sports, music.
Oh,
Ray's like, damn. Sports, music, or what's a good third one? Sports, music, or sweets. Well, we'll stick with the sweets theme.
Okay.
So sports, you get all the sports for the rest of the time, Chris. You can watch whenever you want. Sweets, all the desserts, all the cookies, all the cheesecakes, man. The banana pudding with the cookies on them, right?
Right.
Or music. So if you pick one, you have to go without the other two for the rest of your life. Jay Lacey, you giving up? You giving up sports, sweets, music? What's the answer?
You gonna talk to the church organist about?
Oh, I gotta keep music, man. That's
same here.
Problematic. I mean, for me, that's how I create. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me not to have that outlet of creativity. I mean, I don't play basketball no more. I can deal without that. You know
and your Steelers gonna be bad for the next couple seasons. So
they're gonna be bad. They're gonna be about Surah for a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's like I can do without that. You know? So sweets is like, oh, that sucks. But I think for me and my sanity, my mental health, I have to be able to have a creative outlet, and music allows me to do that. I mean, I can't dance, but I mean, sometimes, I just want to you know, look like I'm convulsing. You know what I'm saying? Look like I'm struggling a little bit. Just have that little, you know, that burst of energy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't live without, like LL Cool J. I can't live without my radio.
Good answer. Good answer. Ray Williams, sports, music, or sweets? What you gonna have for the rest of your life?
Same music. Just like music. I can't live without. I love music. I'm also very creative and expressionistic with music as well.
Okay.
Whether it be like with I mentioned before my karaoke app. I haven't been on there for a while though, but I just love singing. And then I also do a little bit of drumming here and there. We actually at my school they had a staff drum line that I started being a part of. So I just love
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird, but I just love being a part of it.
Ray is like, I want a challenge for first chair.
I don't know about all that. Yeah, I just love music, and I think I could do a lot without the sweets. I think that'll help me in the long run. So, so definitely music.
So we got 2 for music. Chris, sports, music, or sweets?
Yeah, for me, it would definitely have to be music too. The sweets thing is tough though, because I like, when I'm in a sweet mood, I like, chocolate chip walnut cookies and fucking cheesecake and ice cream, milkshakes. I love all that stuff.
Right.
But that's my creative juices start flowing a little bit better with like music, and it doesn't even have to be like pop music. It could just be like Brain FM or something like that. Something that's just playing in the background that's getting me like, so I could listen to like Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, or I could even listen to like just like Herbie Hancock, with just the music, like Rocket or Axel F or something like that just gets me in a energy mood. And music kind of feeds a lot more of that creativity for me. So yeah, it's probably got to be music. And right now the Lakers are iffy. The Dodgers gave
you just won a World Series, Chris.
They just gave me 2 World Series, so I could. I just needed them to win when I was old enough to win, and they gave me 3. So I could die a happy man, being alive. Yeah. Now the thing now is the people that were 8 years old or that are 8 years old now. They're gonna be the ones that are. If the Dodgers go on another 30-year drought, they're gonna be the ones dreaming what I used to dream. So
according to the signings this last week, that ain't happening no time soon.
Right? Yeah, and
What up?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is a good question. So sweets automatically, you the first one out. You need to leave. I can do without sweets for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Now we got sports and music. And this is a tough one for me, Chris, because even when my teams aren't good, I still enjoy the games. I still enjoy sports and watching sports and talking about sports is a way to talk about life. It's some sports I don't even care about, Jay. But if you present it well enough on TV, I'll watch it. A couple weeks ago, they had the National Cornhole Championships. And I was invested, Chris. With these people cornholing on these streets.
Right. See,
I mean, when I was a kid, man, like one of my favorite things to watch on TV. And I think I may be one of the few people that ever saw like the iconic moment live with Pete Weber when he was like, "Who do you think you are? I am." Like I used to watch bowling on the regular on ESPN, but all that being said, one good thing about music, Ray, when it hits,
you
feel no pain, brother.
Right, yeah.
So hit me with the music. I'm gonna go with music, just because, like all of you have said, like not only does it unlock stuff creatively for you, but it can either help set a mood or enhance a mood, clear your head. Like even as Chris said, like something instrumental. Like every now and then I'll get on a jazz kick and listen to like some Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, cats like that, man. So I'm gonna go with music.
Sports leaving my life would probably actually make me a better person. Because if I had kids and the Lakers were losing and they were pissing me off that season, I'll be like, Chris Jr., go to your room. And he'll be like,
taking it out.
Well, can I still go to Jimmy's house this weekend? No, you can't fucking go there. You're grounded. And I ground him not because of anything he did, but because the Lakers are losing.
Right.
So we don't need those kind of
Chris Jr., you're just like Luka. You don't play no defense.
Right, yeah. Get on my nerves, Chris Jr. Get the fuck out of here. Christina, Christina, you go to your room too. You promised you let me take the car out for the weekend, Dad. I lied. You can't do that no more. You're grounded.
I do love that Chris is George Foreman in that analogy. All his kids is named some version of Chris. Christian, Christina, Chris Jr.
Christopherson.
Yeah, like me and my wife, our kids, we both our names lend to unisex offspring, where we could name them variations of Chris. Her name is Patrice, so she could name a kid Patricia. Pat. Patty, anything like that. So yeah.
All right, so the moment of truth has arrived. We have a question from Beyond, from Jennifer Smith. What is Jenny's question for the group, Ray?
All right, well, she did mention before she left that she was gonna drop a bomb and then watch us deal with the aftermath. So I will clean this up as much as possible.
Oh wow.
In adult films, do you watch for the story or do you fast forward to the real action?
No, okay. That's actually a solid question.
So in adult films, do we watch for the story or do we fast forward to the real action? As asked by Jennifer Smith. Let's go with Ray Williams. Ray, when you are watching adult films, do you watch for the story or you fast forward into the good part?
All right. And my pastor is watching. I don't watch adult films. But hypothetically, it'll depend because hypothetically, if there was an adult film involving a female barber, that made me interested on how things happen. The way a female barber with a male patron, while the male patron's grandmother is sitting like 20 feet away. I was like, what is, or I would be like, what is going on?
Is this something that you've actually hypothetically watched, Ray?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Because I just want to know, did the grandmother get involved? Because that's weird.
The grandmother did not get involved in this hypothetical situation.
It was like I had to pay extra to watch that video.
But if it's like the ones where the young lady is already scantily clad and then they're just going like all ready to do, like I skip through all that. But if there's like a compelling storyline, possibly.
See, I'll go next, Chris. Here's the thing with these hypothetical scenarios, because I feel like in any medium, not just adult films, you got to find your balance, Jay, right? And you have to know your audience. What is your audience coming to you for? Ejectocito, cuz. So in this realm, in this space, in this theater, you know that your audience is coming to fulfill an objective. So as the creator of said piece of media, you have to walk that fine line, Chris, between having enough of a story to keep people interested and engaged. But this ain't got to be the Lord of the damn Rings. Some of these videos I've seen, I've heard, Jay Lacey, that some of these directors try to get too, like they think they making movies for Netflix. And not movies for people that's trying to, do what they got to do. And so getting back to Jenny's original question, I would say you have to have both, but come on now. Who you trying to fool, Ray Williams, me or you? The only reason you watching this movie in the first place, like Jackie Chan in Rush Hour 2 said, I like to watch the dirty ones. The only reason you watching these movies is to fulfill that objective at the end of said movie. You ain't turning on The Godfather. You ain't turning on Endgame. You ain't turning on The Color Purple. You're not turning on Mission Impossible. You might be turning on Missionary Position Impossible, but you ain't turning on Mission Impossible. So, of course, it's to get to the objective, Ray Williams. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. It wasn't your question. Chris, what's your answer, dog?
Okay, so this is a layered question for me because
layered.
Yes, it's actually very layered too.
You got to unwrap.
Because okay, so I got there's a whole backstory to this too. So back in the 2000s, like I want to say like 2006-ish, 7-ish, 8-ish, I lived in North Hollywood. In that community, the apartment complex that I lived with, like all of the popular porn stars of that time lived there or were around that area because Vivid Studios was just a couple blocks away. I got stranded. I ran out of gas. I was having the worst day fucking ever. I'll never forget this. Ron Jeremy is my neighbor back in the day.
I remember.
Or he's even if he's not my neighbor, he lives in the vicinity.
Right.
And he sees me struggling because my car's out of gas and I got no fucking money and I'm just losing my shit. And he's like, hey, what's going on, man? And I'm like, dude, I got no fucking, I'm out of gas and my car's stuck and blah, blah, blah. Ron Jeremy gives me a ride home and gives me money for the week and gives me gas to get home, So like when all the stuff came out about him, it was hard for me to accept he could that there was that side to him because I had that situation with him and he was cool with me, So there's that. And and I lived named like all of the top ones during that time. I didn't even like this one girl. I'm at a party, and she's just puts in the video, and she was like, "You guys want to watch something?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it's her getting it on with somebody else, and I'm like, "What?" So, and then also I took a film class back in the day, and we actually had to watch X-rated films from the 70s. So like Linda Lovelace and all that shit, So yeah. But the thing that was weird about that is those movies like Deep Throat and all that shit, they actually had like plots to them. They were actually movies, and in some instances they were like good put together movies, and then a lot of those then some, I guess once the internet came around, the artistry behind that shit just was like, that's not what people watch this shit for, It's kind of like one of those situations where people say they read Playboy for the article, for the articles. What people don't know is, or where the joke comes from, is back in the 60s, Playboy had very good articles, a lot of the times and during that era, to get the civil rights activists that was the only places they could get published. So there's Malcolm X articles in Playboy. Alex Haley's got a few of them. I think Martin Luther King's got one or two. So it's really good shit in there, you know. But of course, you know, people were you might have liked the articles, but we know what the fuck is going on. So so for me, I'm not a big porn watcher these days. I went to a church when I was in high school. I'll never forget it, man. And I was someone that it wasn't like I never watched porn, but I watched porn within reason, you know. It wasn't an addiction for me. And one day this one Poindexter motherfucker goes in front of the church and in front of the youth group. And this is confession time. And it might not have even been confession time. I think he just went up there because this was weighing heavy on his heart. So he goes up in front of the youth group, and he's like, "I've had a porn addiction for 10 years and shit."
Well, damn, good.
I'm trying to watch this and be objective, but the whole time I'm fucking laughing my ass off. My eyes are tearing up because the way he's describing the addiction, he's like, I got porn movies under my bed. I hide them from my mom, and I got them on CD-ROM and all this other stuff. And he's just fucking crying, and I'm like, my God,
I got the beta disc.
Yeah, it's like I like porn, okay, but god damn, my dude,
I bought Debbie Does Dallas on Laserdisc.
Yeah, it's like you got a problem, my guy. So so for me,
And that was the day Chris met David Duchovny.
Right, yes. I know, right? And David Carradine, that's what we were thinking about last night from Kung Fu The Legend Continues. But yeah, so yeah, that's my go round with that. So for me, if I'm gonna watch porn, and I don't now, but if back in the day, you could cut the fucking theatrics and just get to the stuff that people want to see, you know, like, so yeah.
Yeah, the game did change, Jay Lacey, because, you know, again, back in the day, porn movies had titles, right? Actual titles, like Chris was saying, like Deep Throat, Debbie Does Dallas. You know, they tell Black Tail. They telling you what the movie is about. But now, if you go to these websites, it's just like two girls, a guy and a girl, back shots. It's like, where is the artistry? Where is the artistry in the game? Like, I can imagine, like, some porn director. By the way, Chris's story about Ron Jeremy, ironically enough, sounds like the start of a porno from back in the day. I'm at a gas.
I know, right?
I'm new in town.
Car broke down.
I'll help you.
Yeah. I was probably secretly waiting for two chicks to come out with glasses on and stuff, and like, you know, a movie to start. But yeah, I didn't even realize it was
jump start down.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that it was him until like we were almost home. I was like, are you Ron Jeremy? And he's like, yeah, and guilty as charged is what his answer was.
I see you're a fan of my work. Always nice to meet you. Always nice to meet you.
He's like, if you ever want to get in the industry, here's my card.
Wow.
Nah, he didn't do that. But you know,
Chris will be teaching different kind of lessons these days.
Right?
Yeah,
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Professor Passion. Anyway, Jay Lacey, what's your answer to the question?
Much like Chris, I don't partake. But I mean, if you're gonna do the do, I mean, why are you gonna wait 20, 30 minutes, get right to it? I mean, and besides, who fast forwards anyway right now?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to partake, I mean, just go straight to it. You know what I mean, you here for one thing only, so just go get that. You know what I mean? So,
I got another story too.
Okay.
So
tell us about the time you and Ginger Lynn Allen met on the bus.
So it's not quite the porn star story, but kinda is. So back in the day, in my early days of professoring, one James Franco, the actor, yes, that James Franco, he was and this is why I believe the Me Too shit about him. He was a professor. James Franco has like a ton of degrees. I don't know if anyone knows that, but he's got like PhDs and master's degrees. He's got multiple ones and stuff like that.
Wow, okay.
So he was teaching these like film classes at USC and UCLA. I think he might even been teaching them at NYU and stuff like on the East Coast. He was teaching them all over the place, right? And one of the fucking classes he was teaching, this is a true story. He was teaching a class called Sex Scenes. And I was like, and one of the professors brought up, yeah, James Franco's teaching. I've never met him, so other professors knew who he was. And like James Franco is teaching sex scenes. I'm like, is he allowed to do that?
Right.
And they were like, I guess so. I was like, well, like, I mean, when I took acting class, they didn't give us like step-by-step lessons for sex scenes, you know. It was more so like, you know, like preparing you to do like a kissing scene or some shit like that. And there really wasn't much to it, you know. But yeah, man, he was teaching a class called Sex Scenes. And then in 2017, which was a few years later, all that Me Too shit came out about him. And some of that Me Too shit was those college girls. So, yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Ray, there's no transition off of that. Ray,
yeah, there ain't one.
Jenny, look, as good as I am in segues, Ray, even I can't segue off of that.
Exactly.
Like you know what, you got me. Jenny asked the damn question. What's her answer?
All right, so she says, "Quote: I fast forward. I don't need to know how mom got stuck in the washing machine. That's it. End quote."
That is a good movie, How Mom Got Stuck in the Washing Machine. I think that was a Tyler Perry joint.
Yeah, but that's that's one of the psychological effects of porn, because one of the things that psychologists were saying back in the day is porn gives you these unrealistic, idealistic fantasies of women that aren't true, you know. And when you're in the bedroom with them, you like, cause like they do every single thing in the scene. It's like, okay, let me see how that mouth works. Now let's do this. Now let's do doggy style. Let's do missionary style and all this other shit. And in real life, that's just not how sex is, you know. It's like you have the sex and that's just the end of the fucking story, you know what I'm saying? You might do a romantic like getaway, but you're not doing like these sexathons that are in movies and shit like that. And the psychologists were saying that ideal sex porn movies are really bad for like with the plots and shit like that, because you know, you got people, this is where sexual harassment and shit comes from, where someone's like trying to like getting tutored by their fucking teacher and grabbing her ass and shit like that, you know. So
yeah. And the other thing with when you're watching those type of movies, fellas in particular, just a pro tip, man. Like this is not game tape. This is not game tape.
Yeah.
Whatever your game is, like you can't be watching these brothers out here and trying to go swing for the fences every time. Sometimes,
Right, yeah.
you got to manufacture runs, Jay Lacey. You got to play a little small ball until you can score, fellas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be putting up triple doubles every night. Sometimes you got to play your position and know your role. And sometimes you got to let her be the coach. You got to let her call the play. And you just be Josh Allen and make sure you don't fumble. This has been sex advice from the Nefarious Media Network. And this has been Feeding the Damn Ducks on the Pond. The music, Ray.
Gotcha.
That was a wild ride we went on.
I know, man.
No pun intended.
I didn't think Jenny was gonna like put us in that position. I feel violated, Jenny.
I know Jennifer Smith. Jennifer Smith is funny and talented and sweet, but she is also a very dirty person. She has a very dirty mind. And then doing a show with her and Brittany Monet, who again we all love Brittany Monet. Brittany Monet can have a dirty mind from time to time. When I am the voice of reason, Ray Williams, I don't know if that's a good space to be.
Yeah. Jennifer, expect a Me Too letter from my lawyer.
Damn. Chris getting litigious out here. But yes, this brings an end to the MLK Day edition of the Parlay and also the Nefarious Media Network 1 year anniversary edition. So we've been holding it down for a year and we just getting much like Chris out in the rain. Waiting on Ron Jeremy to come through, no pun intended. That's the problem with talking like this, Jay. You get stuck in the mode. Ejectocito, cuz. Yes. Yeah, where's the re-out season jingle when you need it? But yeah, we're gonna get out of here, y'all. But before we do, let's go around the horn one last time. Chris Ely, best-selling Substack author, mayor of Los Angeles, pro tem, of course. Anything you would like to say to the people before we get out of here, and where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, so you can find me on NWA, Nubian Wrestling Advocates. We got a new one out. We recorded yesterday, so check it out.
Oh, they took Chris out.
I think Jenny's lawyers is
Jenny's lawyers put a cease and desist on Chris. Like, two can play this game. While we're trying to get Chris back, Jay, anything you'd like to promote, brother?
Yeah. So thanks, Nate. You can catch me here on the Nefarious Network. As Doc was mentioning, we did have a new episode of the NWA podcast with all of us there. So check that out. Also, check us out next later on this month. Me and my tag team partner Gerard Brown bringing Ring Theory to you. So we'll be talking about the upcoming Royal Rumble. We'll be talking about AEW and their product, and also probably bringing up TNA and their debut, and give some theories and some thoughts about what we're hoping for this year and beyond. So check that out when we post it, and you can find me on Instagram at Jarek_wins, and yeah, that's all I got. Thanks.
Okay. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you. Ray Williams, Redondo. Well, what you got going on and where can people find you, brother?
All right. Well, again, thanks for joining us here. Again, at the time of the recording, it's MLK Day, and MLK famously said, if you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. So go out there, continue to be an asset in your community, folks, wherever you may be. But you can find me, of course, right here on Nefarious. We said it once before, but it bears repeating. NWA podcast just hit. If you didn't get a chance to listen to it, go ahead. Presented by Post Wrestling. Talked about a lot of stuff. Possibly Styles Break Fights. Our relaunch is coming, possibly with the UFC's premiere card on Paramount Plus, possibly, with UFC 324.
Throwing out a lot of possibilities there, brother. You playing spades?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We might be coming out with something, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Right here on either YouTube or Patreon or anywhere you receive your podcasts. And you can follow me on no longer Twitter X, but Instagram at Mondo Dondo 1 and Blue Sky at Two-Way Ray.
Okay. And again, as Chris mentioned, check out the latest edition of the NWA podcast. Even though, Ray, I feel like we about to get a lot of heat from one particular fan base for some things I may have said last night, man. So I just want to say to the Luthez fans out there, I didn't mean any offense when I was speaking about your GOAT. I was just trying to contextualize him within the history of wrestling. But I think the Luthez clip, we might have to clip that, Ray. The whole Rocky tangent we went down. That was wonderful. We might have to clip that, man. But yeah, stay tuned. Post Wrestling, the Ferris Media Network. We got a lot of things cooking for this year. And as Ray said, man, keep your eyes out and ears out for Styles Break Fights, the relaunch. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Coming to you soon, possibly. And keep your eyes and ears out for Ring Theory. So we'll be back next week with something. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Maybe we'll do Kings of Sport proper because we'll have our Super Bowl matchup by then.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. Okay. One last thing before we leave. You know, Dr. King was all about telling truth, and I feel like I got to tell some truth here, Jay Lacey, even if it makes me look like a petty person. Now bring me out, Ray. I want all of us to be indicted in this. We all going down. I'm Brett DiBiase. We all going down for this, cuz. But the Bills Broncos game couldn't have gone better for me personally because Josh Allen choked. Josh Allen choked. I'm not a fan of the Broncos, but I'd rather have them win than the Bills. But then Bo Nix got a little ankle twist, so he gonna be out. So the Broncos probably gonna lose. Now the problem is, in this scenario, I was hoping the Texans would beat the Patriots, but CJ Stroud had them butterfingers. So I guess I'm rooting for the Patriots now. I just hope it's probably gonna be Seattle, but I just hope Seattle or whoever comes out the NFC beats up on the AFC representative. But I gotta admit, Jay, I did kind of have a little bit of schadenfreude when Josh Allen lost and the Broncos lost, even though the Broncos won.
Yeah. It could not have been any worse for Denver to not only lose their quarterback and to go on. I mean, but we've seen it before where a backup quarterback goes into the playoff situation and wins the Super Bowl for your team. So who knows? We might see lightning in the bottle, but I doubt it. I think it's Seattle's year. I mean, them boys is playing like Legion of Boom too.
Yeah, so hopefully Seattle can get it done this time against the Patriots, unlike the last time against the Patriots, because I'm already calling that as the Super Bowl. But Chris, you want to finish up your plugs before we get out of here?
Yeah. So just follow me on my Substack. Actually, sorry about this bright light. I had to fucking switch positions, but anyway,
he learned that from Ron Jeremy too.
Oh yeah, exactly. But I was saying my Substack is actually it's at the point now where I'm making as much money on my Substack as I am at one of the schools I'm working at.
Nice.
Which is good because not everything is great in university land right now. That's all I'm at liberty to say. So, thank you for supporting me on the Substack. Thanks for following us and watching the NWA podcast and the Nefarious Media Network. And that's pretty much it with everything. And lay off the porn. That's about it.
Lay off the porn. That's what Chris said to that young David Duchovny back at that church so many years ago. Lay off the porn, David Duchovny.
Right.
I'm not even gonna I was gonna go on a whole nother tangent about David like having a porn addiction when you married to Taya Leone is wild to me, but I'm not gonna go there. We gonna stay in the present, right?
Yeah. Especially Taya Leone in the 90s. She was okay, man. Yeah.
I take Taya Leone when she's 90. I'm just gonna say it, Ray. I'm just gonna say it. And on that note, happy MLK Day, everybody. Keep following us here at the Nefarious Media Network. 1 year in, and we ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So be sure to subscribe to the Patreon. $3 gets you in the door. Follow us. If you're watching us on YouTube tonight, hit that subscribe button and the little bell so that way you always know when we go live. We try to go live at least once a week. And we got a lot of things coming up, man. So if you're already part of Nefarious Nation, man, we appreciate you. Just make sure you share the show with your friends because it ain't no good if you keep all this fun and goodness and smut provided by Jennifer Smith to yourself.
I know, right?
You got to share it with the world. So for the Professor Chris Ely, for two-way Redondo Williams, for upper mid-card Jay Lacey, and for Jennifer Smith, I am the Godfather Nate Milton. Hope everybody has a safe and happy King holiday. And we will be back next week with more from the Nefarious Media Network. This has been the Parlay. We'll see y'all next time. Ray, hit that damn button.
Ta